head honcho. Rubbing on crude, walking nude in a poncho. Mic check, snap a neck in the Congo. Banging on my chest, yelling R.I.P. Fonzo. You hear me yet? You side betting Lonzo? I hit my point, I was bugging like Gonzo. You called the house peppercine by your side yet? You wanna catch rap, but you ain't found a time yet. Pump, you faking, you ain't making bacon. Still saying why assalamu alaikum. Hit me on the pager, call me Troy Aikman. Oops, I'm an iPhone, must have been mistaken. Papa 40, get drunk, cry alone. Put a jam into your dome, put a trigger dial on. No sympathy for whack ducks or rap clones. It's a cold, harsh world, make it hurt, get gone.
Better be alert when we come to work, could we make it hurt? Come on. Better be alert when we come to work, could we make it hurt? Come on. Better be alert when we come to work, could we make it hurt? Come on. Better be alert when we come to work, could we make it hurt? Let's go. Coming at you early and often, don't care what you're offering, you'll be late in a coffin. Deadline, step into me, landmine. Money Mayweather, yeah, I land mine. Showtime, this ain't the Apollo, the leader to follow. Y'all wish you could bottle Genie. Rub me the wrong way, for you be a long day. Mayday, Mayday, get it on the same day, delivery. Back on some, remember me? Learn firsthand, misery love company. Better think twice when you come for me. Gonna need more than a bed to comfort thee. I apply y'all the melody, rockabye baby, there's no recovery. Better be alert when we come to work, could we make it hurt? Come on. Better be alert when we come to work, could we make it hurt? Come on. Better be alert when we come to work, could we make it hurt? Come on. Better be alert when we come to work, could we make it hurt? Come on.
About to make it chill like Freon. About to make it hurt, getting litty in the ER. Getting okay, compadre with Puerto Rico. I'm the cheat code, figure, get my cheat on. Watch for the setup, get you bent like the limbo. Right at the top of the intro, I'm Kimbo. Strike like Mike in his prime, get in an endo. Bow like a Lou with a limp, but not a pimp though. Riddle me this or riddle me that. You take a guess, figure me dope or figure me whack. And I'ma flex like a train when I'm riding the track. Make a noise, clickety clack, as simple as that. Know that I'm nice, I'm keeping stitch. Tell like wop, get with the dry ass dick. Fly ass man, I stay in the air when I spit. Put a stamp on the stitch, bang it up in the whip. Hit.
Better be alert when we come to work, could we make it hurt? Come on. Better be alert when we come to work, could we make it hurt? Come on. Better be alert when we come to work, could we make it hurt? Come on. Better be alert when we come to work, could we make it hurt? Come on.
Handsome already comment.
What'd he say?
He's put, whoa. You. We in the building.
Mayday.
See if we can hear. Y'all can hear us. Clash the Podcast. We back every Wednesday night, 8 o'clock. Charles Brown, Dante Martin, and Fliz. The names match up tonight, too. So wherever you see the person sitting there, that's the name.
Okay.
That's who the person is. And guess what? Guess who we sponsored by? Who we sponsored by, Fliz?
Water.
Every week we sponsored by water.
Brand. Sink water.
What up, Vic?
Water from the
Where's
hose.
my invite? You know what? What's up? Y'all want to bring Nuke in next week? We'll see. I'm gonna hit you up after the show. We can bring you through. All right. So we're gonna get started tonight. If you look at the bottom, you see the topics. The number one topic right now, I believe, on the internet is Brandy versus Dak Harlow. Right? We're gonna get into some other stuff like we can talk about the Texas Massacre. We're gonna talk about last week they deleted my whole podcast because we started talking about the last incident. So we're gonna use our words very carefully tonight. We're not gonna say certain trigger words so that we don't get our podcast deleted. But we definitely are going to discuss the Texas Massacre. Again, we're gonna use certain words so that we don't get in trouble. But pretty much, we got some topics tonight. I think are going to be very interesting. If you want to jump in the comments. King Handsome, Whoa Life, what's good? TJ Swords in the building, what's good?
TJ, he got us mugs.
TJ we're gonna rock his mugs right here.
Mugs. Oh.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
Don't mind me, allergies going crazy, y'all. So I'm gonna look funny tonight. Yo, I just took an allergy pill like a little while ago. Hopefully it kicks in. Eyes running and shit.
Flair's been sneezing like that commercial with that little monster.
Mucinex?
Yeah, he got the Mucinex monster in his nose right now. But yo, what's good? So listen, man, we'll talk about that in a minute, Vic. But I want to talk about Brandy.
Talk about what?
Brandy just came back with I'm not gonna say a diss song. She got a freestyle where she mad at Jack Harlow. And I want to talk about it. Jack Harlow didn't know she was related to Ray J. He said, well, I didn't know. It's innocent, bro. It's like, he's like, I didn't know Brandy was related to Ray J. So guess what Brandy did? Brandy got upset and checked him, right? She's like, whatever she said online, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Now, you and I know is all clout.
Right.
She started saying stuff on like it's the Twitter first, if I'm not mistaken. Like I'll dish you over your own beat. I'll dish you, but I'll address you kind of over your own beat.
Yeah.
I'll send you to sleep, all that type of stuff.
Now, if you know what's going on with Brandy, she got a show where she's a rapper. The show's called Queens on ABC. It's Brandy, Eve, this hot ass Spanish chick, and who the other girl? Brandy, Eve, the Spanish girl. Oh, and Tasha from Power, right? Shiesty in the building, J Pro in the building, Sebastian in the building. So they play these rappers, and she the hardest one. She the underground rap, because I've watched the show. She the underground rapper with all the bars. She got all the smoke. She right for the other girl, like 2 or 3 of the other girl. So she like the head honcho. So in real life, I guess she feeling like she the same bar. You know what I'm saying? I guess she in her zone with the acting, I guess. So she heard this little thing about Jack Harlow, and guess what time it is? Oh, it's showtime. Like this clout time. And then she got the whole disc freestyle. I thought I would remind y'all all this little stuff. And I'm like, I don't think he dissed you, Ma. Like, for real, let's be honest. Like, he just didn't know who you was. I think Jack Harlow might have been 6 years old when Moesha was on. Like, he didn't know who you was born. He might not even have been born.
He's gonna be 24. I think Moesha is like pushing 30 years ago.
Moesha was the 90s, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Moesha was pushing 30 years ago.
Late 90s, Moesha was early.
Now, Facebook user today.
Yes, for some reason, everybody's name don't always come up in the comments. But the comments are over there. You can respond to whoever. Yeah, and TJ, they canceled the show after 1 season. It's funny because, listen, while everybody was sleeping on that show had Jada Kiss, Remy Ma. They had a bunch of actors come through on there. I think Fabulous might even been on there.
I think so.
I think Fabulous even on that show had mad people coming through there. And they was trying to be like an Empire type of thing. It just got a little crazy when they like fake killed Eve off. I'm giving a spoiler alert. Unless you ever watch the show. They shot Eve. The dude came up and shot, I think it was
what's the name of the show?
It's called Queens. It's a whole thing, like 20 episodes. I don't know how many episodes, but it's like all about rap and hip hop. And Remy Ma was she was in a relationship with an abusive CEO. He was her manager or whatever. And then her whole career was ruined for 20-some years. So the show's about them coming back in the game after 20 years. They did like a show like the Grammys or something, and then when everybody saw them, they was like, oh, we missed them, blah, 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 blah.
You gave me a headache just talking about
Yeah, there's a lot going on. So she feeding off that. But in real life, Brandy not known, like her buzz not what it was. You know what I'm saying? If they buzz was like that, the show would have got canceled. So
hey, all you had to do was ask the question. Did you know she was in a car accident?
Who? Brandy?
She hit somebody, killed them.
I didn't know that. See, now she coming, now she dissing me. Now I'm getting bars. How dare you not know what I'm You know what I'm saying, bro? This kid, what'd you say, TJ? Oh, he said it was cool. You can still watch it. Listen, low key, I'm like 10 episodes in on that joint. I was just watching it when I had to do. I was like, let me watch this joint. It's all right. I mean, it ain't, it's whatever. I was watching it. It was funny that Jada Kid's playing this hard ass rapper that's going like he's not that happy. You know how Jada Kid's always smiling? He's not like that on here. He like straight up menace. He like, yo, this dude like, you owe him $1. 6 goons coming. Like he on some other. It's like,
It sound like they was over exerting themselves.
Who?
That show.
Yeah, it's doing a lot.
Now I would have been like, nah, I'm good with this.
It's doing a lot. What Shiesty say? Jack Harlow was in the stroller when old pie face Brandy had Moesha. So I can't blame him for not knowing. But how we let him get away with saying the N-word. I didn't know he said the N-word.
What song was that?
He ain't said on no song. I know that. I don't even put no thought into Jack Harlow like that. I don't even know what he.
I don't know much about his music or nothing. Yeah, I don't know
what he was saying.
On the topic, man. Too much wasted energy, man. Like she wrote a whole song for this dude. Like it or not, I'm always due to say this. Yo, you owe 10
What?
You old.
Think about it though.
Like, yo, you gotta realize when you're just an old person, it's like we did the same thing. If someone said, like,
yeah, you want to hear something funny?
You read what Kenny Black said?
Yeah, he said, "What's the question?"
He said Jack Harlow is an industry clone. He probably is.
You want to hear something funny?
What?
They sound like liquor. Brandy and Jack.
That is two liquors. Brandy and Jack. But he's right. Go ahead.
Dude, like, if I say, I didn't know, like, I found out late that Lisa Ray McCoy is the Brat's.
I just found that out last year.
I just found this out. Like,
I just found that out.
Regardless of when.
So I guess I get bars. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who cares? Like, I know. I just found it out. It's like,
matter of fact, I didn't even find it out till Lisa Ray was mad at her. They was arguing last year on some live.
And I still don't know who the Brat's parents are, but like, I guess one or maybe both of them was famous. I know, like, when she did that song with Criss Cross, The Bomb, back in the day, she would say, I didn't gain props because I was a singer's daughter. I'm like, all right, who's the parents? To this day, I don't know. And that was my era. Never mind, like, if someone said, hey, you know, Grandma, the Pointer Sisters, you know what I'm saying, they god cousin is. I'm like, oh, word?
Mm-hmm.
And then you got the Pointer Sisters coming to diss me now. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, that's what Brandy's doing. Brandy is someone from a past generation dissing a current generation dude for no reason who didn't diss you.
No. There's a reason. He said it already. She's
It's
trying to get her name known.
It's for clout. Brandy, nobody's talking about Brandy until this happened. And guess where we at? Brandy name buzzing. She's trending.
And then she came out with a rap.
A whole rap.
Not a song. A rap.
Dog, on my Twitter, I went on a post from this some page, rap something, and they brought up the Brandy thing. And I wrote, Brandy must think I said Brandy been on that show too long because she thinks she a battle rapper. Man, you know how many people came at me for saying that? If I could go on there right now, if you go on my Twitter, probably about 15 to 20 females came at me talking about Brandy's a spitter. Brandy got bars. They even gave me her rap name. She got a rap name. I don't remember I got to look at my Twitter. They went at me like, yo.
She went back at them.
But yo, check this out.
I don't even have it. Many people.
I got a Twitter. You should have told me.
In that same thing.
Yeah.
That same thing. Brandy, the Brandy we know from the generation that she's of, the ilk that she's of.
Yeah.
If Brandy was on, let's say, the Soul Train Awards, and she was being hailed as a diva, right? Does she want to be known as a spitter or a diva? Or like this legend, you know, because you can't be, what divas are going at young people who 24-year-olds who are half their age rap battling them?
Well, unless you're talking about Lil' Kim.
That is the voice of reason.
But no, I'm just being honest. Like
strikes again.
If you think it's like, you're gonna, oh no, she's a spitter. All these girls saying she's a spitter. Is she a spitter or she this queen diva? Because you can't, you can, I guess you want, but you can't kind of be both. That's just my thing. It's like, Brandy's got to be like 40 and change. Right, at least. She's in her 40s. At this age, you got to start looking at yourself as an older person, an elder statesman.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, that's just me. I know I think old school like that. But anyway, go on.
For all those that don't know, I'm going to show the picture of her brother, Ray J. Ray J's a big businessman right now too. Look, I got a radio from. I got a speaker from BJ's. This thing was $99, and that joint is called Raycon.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I didn't know that was his brand.
Yeah, Raycon.
He not on the picture. He ain't on the box. It ain't saying nothing about Ray J. That joint is in the BJ's warehouse for $99, and it's a thumping box. That dude is making money. He got the headphones. Yo, Ray J is popping for real. What Kenny Black say? He said, well, y'all just found that out?
About Brandy.
Damn, that was said after the Players Club debut. I mean, that's crazy.
That's why I was shocked that you just said that. I was like,
yeah, I mean,
it's in the genes.
I mean, and I think they got another sister too. Lisa Ray, she don't strike me as her and Brett don't seem like they connect like that. But
yo, Tracy said they need to stop Brandy no rapper. That's like saying Tyrese is a rapper.
What he call himself something like Ty Black or something? When he be rapping too. He be rapping. He be rapping too. No R&B dude did it successfully till Tory Lanez came. Is that right? Even if Bell Biv DeVoe tried to rap, they pulled it off, but not.
I don't think I can name anybody I called both. Like you're R&B and rap. I always considered you one thing that you did the best and the most.
Right.
I know people crossed over. But you know what I mean?
All I want to do is
disrespect Drake right now.
Bobby Brown has 2 rap verses that I love. But he's Bobby Brown. No, he's not a rapper.
Yeah, we don't think of it.
Bobby Brown is Bobby Brown.
Girl, you got me. This nigga said
that Ghostbusters shit. That got you rap my shit.
Yeah, what's that rap?
And then every little step.
You bugging. All of
every little step I take, that was
something. I can't think of this rap. Bobby Brown rap was crazy.
They all know that Bobby Brown is good to go. So
right. And we ain't put 2 thoughts into that rap.
That's what they call me.
He had a little rap breaking tenderoni too.
You knew he was. He knew he was rapping. We didn't know he was rapping. He just went. It just flowed in the song. We're like, oh, what's that song?
That's when you cut the song off.
No, only thing in my life. Then he got a rap on that.
Don't be cruel.
Don't be cruel. He got a rap on there.
Yeah.
It's a rap on that.
You sure?
It's a rap on Don't Be Cruel. Hold on. I'm about to tell you the rap for Don't Be Cruel right now.
I used to think up top, just kicking around. I discovered the love that I never been found. See? I gave you my heart, I gave you my mind, but the true love affair, we get that. He did rap on that, yo.
Please, yo.
He did rap on that.
We gotta hit players with all the trivia, bro. Wow.
Remember on the Ghostbusters shit, so we packed up a group, got a quick grab the proton pack. Yo, Bobby Brown is not a rapper.
That was genius, bro.
Somebody wrote that for him, though.
But that's genius. If you're rapping about the Ghostbusters, this is 83, bro. Like, come on, bro.
That was 83.
The first Ghostbusters, like 83.
No, this was the second one, though. It was the second one.
Oh, okay.
The first one.
The second one was bigger.
It was like late 80s, I think, yeah.
All right.
Nah, that was the 90s.
Was it 90s?
Smooth B wrote Bobby's raps. You right, TJ.
I did. I was like,
yo, Smooth B interviews on Vlad TV.
Okay.
I knew somebody wrote him. I was like,
Smooth B did rock with Bobby heavy. He said Bobby was crazy too.
Coke though.
I didn't know that. What's up? See the footage when he dropped the coke on stage? That shit is funny.
I didn't see what?
Oh, you didn't see Bobby Brown? You can go on YouTube and see it. He's it wasn't like the Grammys or the Soul Train. It was something big. He's with his little trio doing a dance. Coke. But he picked it out when I dropped the little spin. Yeah. Bobby Brown, that's my guy. I don't know. Bobby Brown's my man.
Yo, so
pause. Don't say Shiesty.
I know.
Shiesty got a pause.
What Profane say? I was even surprised that Brandy played a rapper on the show. At first, it wasn't believable. Yeah, she got a little moody on that. She got like real serious on there. She was always ice grin like, yo, what's up? I was like, yo, she's trying to do a thing on here.
She was on in the game too. So
the game?
She was on that show, The Game.
Oh, I love that show.
I don't remember been on the game.
She was on the game. She was with homeboy Jason.
Oh, that must have been like season 4 or something because I wasn't watching no more. You know, the game came back out. They got a new one.
They do.
Boom. It's on
same actors. Same actors.
Well, Tasha's back and her son is back.
I gotta check that out.
The white girl didn't come back. It's a whole new season though.
All right.
It go a different direction. Like Tasha's trying to be bigger. She's trying to like own a team. Like she's trying to do all this big stuff.
Right. Ooh, how is it? How's the rating? Ooh,
I didn't finish. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. But it's a season. Put it like that. It's a season. Kenny Black responding to Shiesty. I no longer use the word plant with white people. Plants are black ones. They try to blend in. That's facts.
What are we talking about?
He's talking about because I think Kenny said that Jack Harlow was an industry plant.
He said no. He called him a clone.
Industry clone.
Somebody called him a plant.
Yeah, I mean it could go either way. They do be planting. You know what? I really haven't successfully identified any real plants. It's like all speculation. We ain't successfully identified nobody.
Listen,
they all there, but none of us we can't tell what they are. All of them is doing such a well job of. I'm envy. Who's that they was trying to say was a plant? They was trying to say Chance the Rapper was a plant. They was trying to say he was a plant because he was pretending to be all independent, and he was really planted by I think he had a lot of help. Let's put it like that.
For her, my question is, why do you even think this dude's supposed to know who you are and your brother?
Like, you know what?
He knew who Ray J was though.
What he said?
Because during the interview when they gave him a hint of who, he knew that when they gave him this guy, her brother made a lot of people famous, and he knew it was Ray J because he was talking about the Kardashians.
Okay.
Like, you gotta watch the interview. Like the way they phrased it, they gave him a hint of who they. And he knew Ray J, and then he. And so his
CJ in the
response was,
building.
I don't know Ray J and Brandy were brothers and sisters. You know what I
We're
mean?
talking about Brandy got a diss rap for Jack Harlow because he didn't know her and Ray J was brothers. Is that like news though? Like, is that like really important?
I know that's something.
It's all, listen, this is going to show you what this generation is. Where it's like if something could pick up traction like that, they're going to show you that people. It's like whatever.
Well, you gotta think this was the fire was set by someone from our generation. So it's not even. You can't even say that.
No. I know, but even to listen to the word I said, picked up traction.
Yeah.
That shouldn't even pick up. I didn't know it was anything until he told me. He was like, "We gonna talk about." I was like, "Really?"
Yeah. It's like, yo, listen,
Really?
it's a big deal on Twitter. Like, if you go put Brandy in right now, all this stuff come up on her and Jack Harlow. Put it on Google. All this it's like right now. It's like her versus Monica right now. It's big news right now.
Sometimes they be trying to manufacture certain things because it's like people say that his album sucked. Yo, somebody had something. I think it was Shiesty that had the when they gave him the mic ratings, and they said that some cartoon character had a 6.9 and his was 2.9. So,
I remember the cartoon. I just can't remember.
It was like. So again, I just be thinking that they be doing stuff like that because like they probably like, yo, who can we get out there that's stupid enough to even come at this young boy? Yo, let's call Brandy.
I want to switch topics, guys.
She owes us a favor.
We all know that Brandy's clout chasing for whatever that means, but Brandy's looking for clout. We get that. I want to switch topics now. I want to talk about something that's near and dear to me because a lot of people in 2022 got a lot of things twisted. I'm on Twitter. Most of the news gonna be on Twitter. Peppa Pig. Shakespeare said Peppa Pig.
Yeah, that's what
had a higher rating. But all right, so listen. I want to talk about Kendrick flop. A lot of people saying, not a lot of people. It's people that Drake fans. If you're on Twitter, saying that Kendrick flop because he did 603K with Damn, but he only did 295 with Mr. Morale. And the last time Drake dropped, which was More Life, how long ago More Life came out? About 2 years ago? Nah.
No, that was a year ago.
Last year, right?
Yeah.
During the pandemic?
Yeah. It was
More Life.
a pandemic.
More Life did bigger numbers. And so I want to talk about that. I want to talk about Kendrick's album.
No, Drake is More Life.
More Life was his last album, right?
I can't remember. I'll be honest with you.
Still didn't get a chance to listen to the album yet. That's what CJ, you said that last week.
I'm stolen. I didn't listen to Kendrick's album at all.
See, a lot of people say Jack Harlow album was whack.
Yeah, Shiesty said his album, the Harlow album was whack.
No, that's what a lot of people say. That there's whack. It's like I only heard one song on his album, and that's the song with Drake. The Churchill.
I don't know what this dude sounds like. I can't, to be honest.
Drake.
I will.
He sounds like a different version of Drake.
White Drake.
There's a lot of those.
But damn, Drake white. So listen. In comparison, Dan moved 603.
Oh, that's what it was. Certified Lover Boy. I was like,
Sir CLB. Come on,
that didn't sound right.
More Life was the one that was with Dan.
Okay.
Dan beat More Life.
Okay.
Certified Lover Boy. What up, child?
Oh, that's right. I do know.
Certified Lover Boy came out last year. So they're trying to compare those numbers, and his numbers didn't surpass it. But people don't know, Kendrick didn't put no physicals out with this album. He didn't do no bundles. He didn't do no lead-up video. The video that he did was the Heart Part 5, and it wasn't even on the album. So I want to know.
I keep telling you, the Hearts is a series where
I know, but what I'm saying is, so that means what I'm saying is he didn't do no single. He didn't do, and he didn't make music. He's not making music like Drake to try to do numbers. So when people compare the two, right? Had he went in like I'm gonna beat Drake, and he's only he did a Kanye, had a bunch of boot camps and had all these producers in there, then he would have easily beat him because he already did it with an album that many are saying is slow and whiny, right? I'm not saying that. I think it's a masterpiece. But some people that's like hardcore Drake fan or like dudes that's really not, their brain can't really comprehend a lot of stuff that's not out of the 5 topics, drugs, women, cars, money, and you know what I'm saying, like
Class gloves,
ghetto stuff, right? Kendrick is touching on something broader, so a lot of people not really prepared to deal with traumatic issues and bigger things than just trying to go to strip clubs and things like that, and trying to be out here and banging a mad chick. So I'm thinking, what do we? So a lot of them were saying you can't put Kendrick in the top talk no more.
who said that?
I could go on Twitter right now and show you 1,700 people. Well, not 1,700, but a lot of people.
Okay.
It's like he ain't in the top 3 no more because of the sales. So I went all the way around. Don't do that. I went all the way around because you're going to make that on the mic. So listen. I went all the way around to say, is he out of the top talk if he didn't beat those numbers?
Listen, do you know all them people that's on Twitter? And we're in the trolling era, right?
They're kids.
Okay. So now, what did I tell you about that album? Whenever you're talking about something that people don't want to address, what's they going to do? Try to devalue it.
Right.
So again, Drake is talking about what on his album? Getting women,
money, clubbing.
I'm too sexy for whatever.
Throwing money in the strip club, all drinking. Right.
So I just
and the chicks that he in love with.
I told you.
You see, Shicey's comment though.
Kendrick was projected to sell 350 and did about 290, but that ain't a flop, especially in this era of streaming. Kendrick crashed Apple. Drake fans are idiots. He's right.
Now, I agree. So what I'm sitting up there saying is this. I told you, when people go to clubs, they're not trying to think about no transgenders. They definitely trying to think about no transgender. Like, if I'm in a club, I'm checking Adam's apple. Like, yo, what you really about? They're not trying to think about anything socialized. Like, people go to clubs to get away from reality.
With that being said, all 18 of his songs are on the Billboard. Only 3 other artists did that.
No.
So what I'm saying is, if you're going to say the argument that people ain't trying to hear that,
no, I didn't know. I said
that's not accurate.
Did he not hear what I said?
No, I heard you, but
what part I said?
What y'all told me last time I said the club.
The club.
What y'all told me when I said,
I don't remember.
When we were talking about Shaq, and I said the club, and y'all was like, the club ain't everything about hip hop.
We didn't say that. What are you talking about?
When we were talking about Shaq,
we didn't say
I said, what joint you gonna put on in the club? I said, there's no.
You make your own arguments.
I said, there's no song that you're gonna throw on in the. I said, it's people from that same era.
You were saying that,
and I said, there's no song
now that Shaq.
That's gonna throw. I said, if you throwing Hypnotize, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about if you throwing Hypnotize right now in the club, it'll blow the club up. Right, but wait, what I'm saying is, I'm talking about. The club ain't the only metric of good music.
No, I'm not saying.
And y'all said that I said that.
No, I'm not saying that's the metric. What I'm saying is this. Kendrick is addressing things that people deal with in their everyday life.
Correct.
People don't want to think about that. It's okay to go home and think about it.
Right.
But when you're going out to party, you don't want to be thinking about that unless you're trying to get yourself out of that situation drinking. That's why a lot of people drink, smoke, do what they do to get away from
You're right. You're absolutely right.
It's personality types. Some people go to music to actually drown in their sorrow or whatever. Drown in the shit they want to like therapy.
Right.
But on the other end, a large portion of people ain't trying to hear that shit. Like, I get away. I need music as an escape from reality.
You didn't hear Kendrick album. Kendrick album, yo, I'm telling you right now, like, you can't be driving in a car listening to Kendrick's album.
I personally think marketing-wise, I think Kendrick, just like Shiesty said, look, he didn't flop. It flopped would be too strong. Especially in this day and age, numbers don't equate like that in this day and age. But Kendrick, as far as what I know right now, Kendrick doesn't really put himself out there. Like he's not constantly song, music. Like, you know what I mean?
He's not fighting for relevancy.
Yeah. He's just like, I'm gonna put out this piece of art. You know what I mean? And he's going to get some form of numbers that's gonna sustain him.
And not only that, when he did Damn, he did more footwork. He put out Humble first. Let that bubble. This was not the same thing. This was dropped. Like he announced the date. Date came, he dropped it. It was nothing in between. He didn't do nothing in between to promote the album. Nothing. He wasn't like, I'm in album mode. It wasn't none of that.
It's not really a song on that album that you can actually do that with.
That's not true. So
what song?
Die Hard. That's an automatic hit.
Because that you like that song.
I like all the songs. So it's irrelevant what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is you asked me is Die Hard is Rich I can't remember the name of it right now.
True story, TJ saw it.
It's a good 5 joints. The joint with Kodak, it's 5 joints on there that will bang. But I get it. That's not what he's trying to do. He made them numbers without even trying to do it. Imagine had he did the industry. The industry goes like this. We're going to get a single. We're going to drop a video. We're going to let that bubble for 2 months. We're going to have you in every store.
For 2 months. It's 2 weeks out.
But what I'm saying is, what Drake do? He dropped them 3 joints before CLB. He dropped 3 songs. They wasn't on CLB, but he dropped and got the hype up last year.
I'm going to say this because we always bring this up, and I brought this up like weeks ago. When I was in Orlando and stuff, and I was texting, remember, Drake, like him or not, that is a different animal we're talking about.
Right.
Drake is something freaking different. Like, I'm not talking about if you like him or not. Drake is lava.
He's the Michael Jackson right now. No matter what you want to say, he's the Michael Jackson.
You don't even compare him to a rapper. You compare him to a pop star.
He's an artist. And I want to have that conversation at the end. Pop versus hip hop. I want to talk about that.
Yeah, my bad. But anyway,
this dude is Jay-Z and LO together.
But yo, TJ,
he's not even that.
You're right, man. Like, you're right about that. He can go on a tour, and as far as Kendrick won't sell out a tour still. So
I'm about to go to Kendrick's tour. Kendrick already announced the tour. I'm going. But the simple fact is, even without trying to do what Drake does, there's nothing on this album like a Drake song, and he still did 295. And that's not with not even one physical. He gonna release the physicals. So think of what I'm saying is this guy was he's number 1 in the world.
Right.
In any genre. He broke the streaming record. So what I'm saying is the only people saying that he's not that Drake is better than him now are Drake fans, in essence. But I wanted to have a discussion anyway because there's some people that the narrative is getting painted that he flopped.
Can I get on my fliz right now?
Go ahead.
Why are we focusing on them?
Pause.
Him and Drake should go on tour together. They got beef. They got beef. They got real beef.
I didn't know that shit.
They got real beef.
Listen, I don't care about the numbers because you know what? It's a matter of an opinion of what you like.
Mm-hmm.
If you would want to hear something funny, I heard Kendrick album more than I heard Drake album.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like if they're like, we're taking him out the top 5 conversation because he flopped.
No, but
we listened to it. What are you talking about?
But again, see, for somebody to sit up there and say we taking him out the top 5, it's like, who are you and what place? Like the person that said this, who are you to even put somebody in the top?
That's trolling. And
that's what I'm saying.
That's because the internet, even though I'm critical because we're using the internet platform, but the internet gives people the illusion your opinion is more important than it really is.
Facts.
Correct.
Everybody can speak and say whatever they want to say. Yep. And that's where we at. It is what it is.
You can't take how many times we have discussion of top anything? You just can't say Kendrick is because his album when he did it to take him out. You can't just take someone out of the top. What are these my tops? Don't say just because you don't like him in your top, I got him in mine.
Shiesty said Kendrick didn't drop a single because every song plays a part to the entire message of the album. If he would have dropped a single, it would have been taken out of context. Now, he is dropping that song. He's dropping a video for that song, We Cry Together, where he's arguing with that girl. Yeah, I don't know how you going to pull this off. I saw the still shot of it yesterday. How you going to put that song in the video? I don't know, but you
want to hear something funny?
What?
Every platform that I listened to, that was one of the first songs they talked about.
That was a big record.
Because it was just like, a lot of people, see, one of the things I didn't agree with this album was this dude in the throne of Christ, but that's a whole different story. I was like, okay, that's some next right there.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. And you know they got that concept from Baby Boy, right?
It's possible.
Because if you look at Give Me My Keys, Jody.
Yeah, but a lot of dudes be snatching keys.
No,
that's old school.
Keys, Jody.
That's old school. Yeah, but yeah, I get it.
But again,
Shicey said that's funny because I skipped that song. The video would probably be a short film. Yeah. You know what? I have to skip that in most situations because it's too much. It's like it's way too much. But I like that song. But it is too much. It is too much. Go ahead.
to get you caught up, Fliz, with this album, right? Anything you can think of, if it doesn't relate to your life, you've been in someone's house that can relate to this album.
Uh-huh.
And if you had conversation with multiple people, this conversation came up.
All
So
right.
even if you could identify with it or not, you heard these conversations.
Yeah, just by
Are you talking about the arguing?
No, I'm talking about the whole album.
Just by
The
hearing
album.
people's opinions of it, I can already get the vibe of it without even hearing it yet. But I already kind of know where the album went already. You know what I mean?
Chop said Jizza did that concept on his Bobby Digital album called Domestic Violence.
That was,
You mean Bobby did a RZA, not Jizza.
Not Jizza, it was RZA.
And I agree with you. I love that song. That song was fire. People, what? No,
Man,
there's two versions though.
I haven't heard the one on the album.
Because Gripper was on one. Big Grip from Goody Mob was on.
Big Gift.
I didn't hear that one.
He was on yeah, that's the one you wanted to hear.
I never heard that one.
That joint's fire.
Some of that Bobby Digital, I was like,
I thought the album was
I don't like that album.
But he just came back out with. I showed you the video that he got a new.
That's way better than Bobby.
Yeah, and that's still. It's all right. It's all right.
I'm just saying to you, any form of conversation, especially in the film, he addressed everything you could possibly address on his
everything: child molestation, lesbianism, transgender, everything. Going to see a therapist, what the therapist telling you, fighting with your girlfriend, making up with your girl, like everything, feeling inadequate, your father daddy issues, so everything.
A lot of the things. So when you listen to really, it's not like you're actually listening to an album. It's almost like if you know how like reading a book and it puts you in certain modes, that's what that album could do to you.
Yeah.
If you don't have if you're not a strong-minded person, you can actually break down in tears listening to that album.
Yeah.
That's what I believe Charles is doing. He got an attachment to this album.
Listen,
like this is his brother.
I respect quality, bruh. Shout out Touch 182 on YouTube. We Cry Together is the only song on the album that had a regular beat and a widely relatable concept. It's the only song I remember on the album. I'm not gonna say that, but I feel you. But
my song is it's still on my phone. Sober Mother or something like that. That song is fire.
Yeah.
That's a song as soon as you listen to the album, you're gonna say, yo. That's so
Fliz, you can listen to it and still create, man. Fliz an album mode.
No, this Saturday, I'm good. Saturday's my album wrapped up.
So if y'all don't know, Fliz is an album mode, so you cannot listen to Kendrick or any other thing. But one thing I've learned in life, bro, if you set your mind to do a classic album, you got to go back and listen to classic album. Not nothing new. If you get in your mind, you be like, yo, I got to go back and listen to Rakim, listen to LL, listen to KR. Like, you do that, your mind going to get right. You're going to be like, yo, I feel what I'm supposed to be doing with this. You have to do that if you're trying to make a classic.
You know what I can relate to it? Like, listening to his album, not Kendrick's, Fliz. Kendrick would have influenced his album.
Okay.
Because I'm going to tell you why. The song that me and you just...
What's so wrong with that, though?
No. He's the type of dude, he would have scrapped it, Jordan. We still would have recorded. But that song, see how he came so calm on that song? And then at the end, that's something he will do.
Okay.
And you see what I mean? It's like, that's what made that song so beautiful.
Yeah.
He was so calm.
And then when he got to it,
he got to the point.
He said, yeah. And they made it break each other.
It's like when I'm on that, not to change the subject quick, we'll go right back. When LeBron won his first title in Miami, that first year, they lost in Miami. And LeBron, from that point on in Miami, his teammates were like, no social media blackout for the whole playoffs. No outside influences. We're going after this title.
Yeah, he couldn't have had Antonio Brown on that team.
So I know. So me,
he wasn't doing that.
I'm going for the title right now. I'm going for a title with this album.
Guys, I want to make an announcement. See this glass right here? This is called E&J Sour Apple.
Not sour, it's apple, but it's sour.
Dante brought this bottle over when we did the first or second episode.
What is this?
We just now finished it because it was not good. But I finally poured the last drop of the E&J apple.
So you want me to share what you here? You want to pour?
And this is it. No, because I'm drinking all this. That's COVID. So listen, I just wanted to say I feel like that album is on a different level. It ain't trying to be no Drake album and this and that.
Wait, hold on. Whoa, Major.
He said it's all right. It's a little sweet.
You did not say.
You talking about that music? He talking about E&J. He ain't talking about the album. He talking about that. He said the E&J too sweet.
The Peach was the bomb.
Count Me Out is the best record Shiesty has said. I love that joint. Ooh, no, that's a good record. That's a real strong record. What about Silent Hill with Kodak? What about you know what you're sleeping on? Baby Keem.
This dude,
Baby Keem. Listen. What is it? The Rich Interlude? Baby Keem goes nuts on that dog. I'm like, this dude put on for young dudes so bad, like so dope. I'm like, dog, I need to start listening to way more young dudes. If this dude's spitting like this, in the end of the day. So what Chop say? Nah, Father Time is my favorite song.
No, he said that I would never compare Kendrick to Drake, which is true.
And then Chop also said, oh yeah, he would never. You can't compare the two, but people do that. People been doing that since the beginning of time. I remember back in the day, and it's gonna sound crazy. At one point, they was comparing LL Cool J to KRS-One. Trying to say who's better. It make no sense.
That's just the nature of rap.
That's the nature of rap. I mean, it makes no sense. I want to move on to the next subject, guys. The next subject, right? And I don't want to talk about the Texas Massacre just yet. I want to get into something that's kind of along the lines of that. And that's the reason. Well, I got two things I want to touch on. And I'm gonna show this picture for a reason. I'm gonna show. Y'all know who that is? That's Post Malone, right? Who like Post Malone in here?
I like some good shit.
One of his songs was fire. What's that song? When he said, "Just catch me on the block like Matumbo."
You talking about White Iverson?
No, that's him.
He got some stuff. I've never heard like a whole project of his or that, but he's got some songs. I'm like, I can rock with this one.
That song that was always that song that was on the radio. But I don't listen to these dudes.
So I gotta get this out of here. So that's Post Malone. I'm trying to figure out. We ain't froze, dude. That's Post Malone. The next picture. Y'all know who this man is. Of course, Royce the 5'9", right? So Post Malone, Royce the 5'9", two contrasting images. And what I want to say about that is pop versus hip hop. Pop rap versus hip hop. What's the difference? Right? And what I mean by that is, there we go. What I mean by that is we are in a state where we are being bombarded with all this music, right? And I want to clarify if we need to start splitting this stuff up. Royce and Post Malone don't belong in the same dimension to me. When we're talking about rap, right? Pop rap is Post Malone.
Hold up, pause.
Go ahead.
Pause.
Shicey said that's the culture boy, the poster boy for Culture Vulture.
That dude, Mickey Fax and Lupe murdered.
That's the dude, Mickey Fax. He's talking about Royce. That's wrong. Go ahead.
All right. Listen, right?
Go ahead.
Ooh. I'm trying to figure out which way I want to come.
You want to let Flares jump in there?
No, I'm gonna come away. No, I know he's the voice of reason.
Why do you say that?
Because you are.
I just take my opinion.
Touch said you can't be pop if you're black. I 100% disagree.
That's bullshit.
Have you heard of Young MC? Have you heard of Young MC?
Yeah. Shit, guys, right now that's pop.
I know, like Hammer.
Listen, okay.
We need to define what pop is.
No. All right. First and foremost, remember what was the debate when we was coming up? Underground and commercial.
Yes.
That was dude. I do this.
And now, yes, go ahead.
Underground and commercial. Now, what made a song commercial? My favorite example that I keep showing people that you can't call a song commercial because it's got commercial success. Because Lucchini, this is it. What Lucchini pouring from the sky?
Joint. And that's
everybody.
That's a classic.
It was an underground song, but because it picked up traction,
yes,
it became commercial.
Right.
So when I'm saying
to a degree, but go ahead.
No, it became commercial, dude. That joint was played in 106 confetti's clubs that you would have never.
Let me stop you there. They was playing a more eclectic type of music back then, and back then, commercial was good music, good hip hop, dope hip hop.
Listen, but
I came to bring the they playing that on the radio.
Listen, no, but
J. Root, boop, boop.
But hold on,
that was a radio single.
Two different type of, I know there was two different type of commercial and whatever. I'm talking about like, cause when something hit this club called Confetti's out here,
yeah,
Confetti's was a big club. They listen. They used to shake us down when we got in there. Like yo, your pants too baggy. We had to figure out the system. Like, what do you mean by pants too baggy?
Yeah.
We talking about keys to this baggy. They was talking about what?
Touch said, I'll rephrase that. You can't win in a pop category if you're black today. Go ahead.
But again, it's the same conversation. Now, the reason why I want to come to the approach that I want to come is on this reason. Who's in the fan base? Who's in the crowd?
White people.
Okay. So now,
Patricia.
Oh, confetti. Yeah, see? Confetti. Now, based on the people that's in the crowd, right, is determining who you're attracting. Right or wrong? Go ahead. Now go ahead. I'm gonna stop
because there's too many nuances. Like it's like
the voice of reason.
It's too many. It's like rap is broken up into like 50 different categories now. Like, let's be real. You know what I mean?
What happened?
What are you pointing at?
She said Dante's going down memory lane.
So there's like you bring it up, Lucchini. Lucchini might have been commercialized, but it was never really fully mainstream accepted. So that's why it gets to the point where like hip hop, quote unquote, was still like, nah, Lucchini's that shit is still real.
Right.
But then you gotta take on people like Biggie. Biggie hit the pop chart, but we all still love his hip hop. Biggie wasn't pure hip hop, but we still respect him. Big Pun came, and I'm Big Pun's in my top 5. I studied everything about this man. He tried to take the same formula. I'm not a player. I just
pause, clash. Thank you, TJ. That's what I'm saying. Whatever was playing in the club back in the day was pop. Go ahead.
So see, but look at that.
There's an outlier to everything.
No,
but go ahead.
No, stop. No, hold on.
Go ahead.
Don't forget this to it. No, don't forget this to it. Because yo, listen, that's what I'm saying. Yo, the criteria, man.
Know what the thing is? The whole thing is, it's whatever the person who receives it wants to say it is. People who want to say, I'm hip hop, this is hip hop, they'll let Biggie slide with shit. They'll let Nas slide with his pop shit. Jay-Z slide with his pop shit.
But it don't make it not hip hop because it's pop.
But you know what I'm saying? I'm on that plane. I agree with you. I think, this is all hip hop. This is all rap. But guess what? Somebody says,
you call Post Malone hip hop?
Somebody, yes, I do.
Good question.
Yes, I do.
That's a touchy question.
That's my point. In my opinion, all this rap shit is just part of hip hop. Because KRS once said, rap is something you do, hip hop is something you live.
Facts. Okay.
And it's like,
Post Malone is the only one that's touchy. Because I feel like I'm talking about, now I'm not disputing anything you're saying, but just that particular person. Post Malone is a failed country singer.
I don't know nothing about that.
Well, I'm telling you, he's a failed country singer that went and did a song like Lil Nas X.
Yep.
Lil Nas X did a country song on a goof.
Yep.
Post Malone, I don't know if it was a goof or not. He's a country singer, and he did a rap song. It's easy to do a rap song these days because all you gotta do is harmonize and get on a nice beat.
Exactly.
So he did it. And he blew a White Album.
But what he did was, the thing is, hip hop, what we know it at our age, that is not just hip hop.
Right, no, but that's not,
that is an era.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. That's not. Let me. I know. Just that particular person. What I'm saying is, we can't necessarily call Post Malone hip hop. He is a country singer that went and made some hip hop musician.
So I'm saying this right now, then.
Go ahead.
When did hip hop become not hip hop?
J Punk in the building.
At some point, you got to realize music is becoming a clash. It's becoming a mashup. You know what I mean? And it's like, like or not,
went country.
it's like move, follow, or get the hell out the way. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's evolution. You gotta get the hell out the way of evolution if you can't keep up.
I disagree. I agree. I agree with you. You have to evolve.
But
you don't gotta accept everything either.
You don't have to accept it, but it's still gonna happen, even though you don't accept it. You get what I'm saying?
I get
like it or not, I don't accept this. It's happening.
Nelly made a country song. Little Nas X made a country song.
When Nelly came out, everybody might hear, oh, he's pop, he ain't hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He lived hip hop just as much as the next man, right? He's from St. Louis and all that, whatever. You know what I'm saying? He's part of the life. Just because he been rapping about killing a couple of dudes, or he ain't got no dirty underground beats. And I'll say,
who you talking about?
Anybody in that realm. I'm saying anybody. If you lived hip hop, you know what I mean? Ain't you hip hop? Karis once said that. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
rap is just a phrase of it, right?
Well, listen, so
like Sugar Hill Gang. Sugar Hill Gang was commercial. They were pop. But everybody first hip hop song was commercial, right?
No.
So you gotta be balanced with it. You can't say this is hip hop and this ain't. Like it or not.
Voice of reason.
I'm saying this is. I'm being honest.
DJ Touch, Lil Durk just did a record with a country artist.
I'm saying Biggie ain't hip hop. Let's say that. If
slow down. I mean, all right, so no. Yep. The argument, okay, pop versus hip hop versus R&B only matters at award shows. The conversation should be pop artists like Post winning in rap categories when popular rap, no matter how popular, will not win in pop categories. That is a fact. They need to change the Grammys because the people voting on the Grammys are old stuffy white people that don't understand where the music is evolving. Just like Flair said, it is evolving, it's changed. No one has a problem with evolution.
First and foremost, like I was saying from the jump, back in the day, who broke albums? DJs.
Right.
Who supported albums? Bootleggers.
Okay.
Now, the industry controlled who they wanted to make successful or not.
Okay.
Like you can hear people say to neutralize Public Enemy, they bought NWA. Different. You see what I mean?
People say that.
Which makes sense. Because one was about fight the power, the other one was we know what they were. Yeah. So now, each, as he said the word evolution and evolving, I like his word, the goalpost. He's trying to change the goalpost because again, back in the days, what was called pop? Bust the Move, Wild Thing was pop records.
Right.
Those are not hip hop records.
Stop. They are hip hop records.
No. They hip hop records, but how many people you know that was saying, yo, let's go listen to Wild Thing?
So listen, you're right, because I was just in here, I was arguing a few months ago about Hammer. But you are right. It's all hip hop. Now, the kind of hip hop was what the argument was.
Hammer was the definition of pop.
Yeah. But y'all with Fliz liked Hammer albums.
I did too.
I did not. Yeah. I did not. Not even a little bit. I did not. I did not like MC Hammer's albums, even a little bit. I can't even say I listened to it.
No, but you know why? Because again, back in the days, he was so popular. Because the hood loved him.
That's the thing too.
Remember, we were talking about Turn His Mother Out first. That wasn't popular like that. Turn His Mother Out was
Hammer from very day one. When he got his first video, blew. There was no downside.
What song from number one?
Turn His. I didn't say number one. I said he blew. Number
Turn His Mother Out.
I don't know what his first. I said the first video.
Turn His Mother Out.
Let's get started, right?
Let's get started.
Whatever the first song.
Let's get started with the first.
There was no low point of him. Once Hammer got on, Hammer got some investors to put money into it.
Of course,
he was working hard on the West Coast selling records and out of Trump. Yeah. He did all that.
Because he came from Oakland A's.
Yes, but he knew connections,
right?
And connections with money.
Right.
Once you convince people you're a good guy, and you can make them some money. They'll throw you anything.
I got a great question for you.
Well, wait, they'll throw you millions of dollars. I just watched the thing about WeWork. Mm-hmm. It's called We Crashed. The owner of WeWork. This guy was getting people to give him billions, and he didn't do nothing but just ask for he had a good idea, had a good plan. Lose $1 billion. He 1 year he made $1.9 billion and his losses was 1.8 billion. So he make no money, but he got the people to invest more. When he cashed out for almost $1 billion. When they fired him, he walked away with almost $1 billion for getting fired. So what I'm saying is, if you can convince people to give you money, you got money to give. So they gave Hammer mad money. From the very first time we saw Hammer already blew. It was a slope, like he had to put his time in. But the very first video, people was like, oh, this is taking off. It took off. It wasn't like 4 years waiting on Hammer to blow. It wasn't a Tribe Called Quest type of thing.
Hey, look up Hammer album sales. But I got a question for you.
But go ahead.
All right.
Hammer was the first hip hop artist to get endorsements, Taco Bell, Pepsi. Shiesty said Hammer was hip hop though. He just mastered the crossover.
Now look what Shiesty just said. A key word. Crossover. Right. Thank you. Now I got a question for you.
Big Daddy Kane did the same shit.
Kane never crossed over.
Yeah, he did.
He tried. He failed. Let's be clear.
But he crossed
Kane tried to cross and failed bad.
He did fail because nobody liked crossover King.
No,
nobody liked crossover King.
So we can't say
I did. I like the album.
I think don't tell nobody that. Don't tell nobody. So
Chase of Chocolate.
Don't tell nobody that. So listen, he tried. He became pop. He got in that book with Madonna. Her book knew he went new. And he went and Playgirl knew he did all the pop. Today he'd be like, you have 2 million followers right now if that was today. But it wasn't. It was like, back then.
Because again, hip hop. Hold on. Keep that thought about how hip hop accepted stuff like that. But I got a question for you. I want to forget this question. EU. What would you consider?
Go-Go Band.
What would you consider
from
them?
DC? My whole.
What would you consider them?
Go-Go Band. What you talking about?
But they was hip hop.
So listen. So listen. Let me slow down. So you're talking to somebody from DC. They are go-go.
No, stop. Pause.
Just because hip hop stole a lot of beats.
Stop.
Go ahead.
You know why I asked you that question?
Why?
Because I was in DC for a while. I know that. But again, to the world, because the world didn't know go-go, unless you from DC and you know about DC culture,
right?
They was looking at them as what? Hip hop, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I agree with that.
But you ask somebody that knows. No, you can't ask me, but I think they are. They go-go.
I'm gonna ask you a question, but like I said, it was category as hip hop. I told you. See, I know DC got 2 cultures. I got a go-go scene. Dude, I even met some go-go rappers after the show.
That's terrible.
They got go-go
Shiesty
scene.
said Kane crossover, hip-hop has Men in Black. That situation, it never happened. And then Touch said Drake is the most popular artist in the world and has never won a Grammy in a pop category. That's fact. I don't think so. He never got nominated for pop.
No, I think he did win a Grammy. He got some Grammys.
He got 20. He's talking about pop. He only won it for rap.
No, listen. That's why I'm taking you somewhere. That's why I went to, okay. Again, let's stop and think about how we're historians. We know music. Our audience know music. So let's have this conversation correct. Put it in a proper perspective. Before Rap City and all this other stuff. Remember, I can't remember the shows they used to have. But when shows like with the video
TV raps, the box and all that shit.
Again, now when they used to play EU, it was not put in an R&B category. It was not put in a band category. It was considered hip hop. Why? Because who gravitated to it?
Urban Black.
Shout out to Dale. 4 Eyes in the building. Dale, Flair's making an album. He needs some beats, man. Well, his album was done to it. I need to let y'all link up. So you get some beats.
Now we're going to link up for that secret project work we're going to do later.
So Dale wrote go-go bands used to diss hip hop. Yeah, they did. And rappers used to come to DC and didn't understand the hierarchy. Even Jay-Z tells this story. You can't come to DC and go last. Go-go band going last. I don't care who you are.
Listen.
Run DMC, the biggest thing. Go-go band going last.
I just tell T again, unless you toured and traveled.
Charlie O'Donnell, yo, what's good? Go ahead.
I am not from DC.
Right.
I traveled and toured. I was out there. So I know, what I just say, I have radio stations dedicated to go-go. I know this.
That's all it's 80% go-go. You're not going to grow up there without a go-go tape in your hand.
So that's why I'm sitting up there saying, when it was presented to the world,
when what's that tour back in the day? Rap Mania or something like. I'm trying to think. Rap Fest with all the big rappers. When they came to DC, they had to put a go-go band at the top of the bill. So no matter who was on that, Big Daddy Kane was on the EPMD. Go-go band was at the top of that. But go ahead.
So, like I said, dude, remember, I was torn when it was a Christian market and they had go-go bands. That's why I said, that's how I knew. But what I'm sitting up there saying is, what was doing the butt? Doing the butt. That's so everybody in the category that remember the song doing the butt. That was not known as any other category.
On you get that. They didn't have no go-go category.
But again, it was not introduced to the world as go-go.
We need to know. Shite, got to know pause in everything.
You got to pause it. Go ahead.
Like I said, when it first came out, and I was watching it, the video and everything, and the movie it came out for School Days, I didn't look at it as go-go.
You looked at it as
I looked at it as
your mind boxed it into hip-hop.
No. I looked at it as a live band. Because I was like, what they was doing was unheard of at the time.
We can talk about live band and hip-hop next week. Go ahead.
Yo, so when I'm looking at because they always had real go-go. I never heard the dude with a go-go bring a CD with the beats actually playing.
Touch said that was a much-needed pause. Go ahead.
That's the name of the song. See, that song was huge back in the day.
It was. It played so much I got sick of. I'm like, I can't listen to this. I was so sick of that song.
That song not only blew up DC, but it blew up a movie, School Days.
Yeah.
That's what everybody know that movie for.
Watch that tomorrow.
See
School Days.
School Days is that joint.
You never seen it?
I've seen it.
I thought you said you never seen it.
I need to see it.
So now let's get to the
I get my black card snatched if I ain't watch School Days.
Now let's go back in the day.
Go ahead.
Back in the day, like the only dudes that actually like what's interesting, we never looked at the BC Boys as being pop. We looked at them as actually being hip hop.
Oh no, only their first album to me.
No,
we had that discussion.
No. I said the first Brass Monkey.
The first album, I knew hip hop. After that, I don't.
Now you know who they
did not know that they was white.
Do you know? We did Brooklyn do. Now you know who people did think is pop? Run DMC.
And to a degree, they were.
So again, the way people looked at the two categories was different than how we look at it right now. So that's what the battle was all about who's underground. Because you can go online right now and see how dudes was still protect the underground. Like I'm like
right now,
it's like this like a dude. Yo, this dude told me that there's 100 albums better than Kendrick Lamar album.
Chop said,
for the year.
Yeah.
I'm like,
but a true underground person gonna say that. Chop said Junk Car Band was the first vocal band to get signed at hip hop label Def Jam.
Yeah, right. I'm far from pop.
You consider me pop in some cases.
But it's like you ain't got to tell her.
I never even heard of them.
You heard them.
Yeah, I did.
You heard of them.
What song?
We sardines, hey, and pork and beans, huh? We saw. Do you remember that song for real?
No,
that song is old. You heard that song before?
Never.
That song is old, but it's old. But
no, this is what you.
If you've been to DC, you heard something.
I didn't. That's what I said. No, you know what? In New York, we heard these things, but the fact of the listen, I was a purist with music, but again, we didn't look at it as go-go. I didn't know what go-go was until I went to DC.
Right.
I had no idea.
So let's talk about. So let's wrap this up. So like. Royce the 5'9", we would consider him. Is pop hip hop? So would Royce the 5'9" be considered in that category of? Can he be pop, or is it? Can hip hop be everything? But then pop can only be pop.
Not back in the day. That's what I was saying.
So hip hop can be pop too, though.
Now, today
I think hip hop was always pop. I think since Run DMC.
I think
and hip hop when you get a pop record is this popular record.
No, but you know what it is with them because Run DMC mixed himself with a band, a rock and roll band. And that's what took him to that next level.
Mark said pop could be hip hop.
And that's what I want to say. I think pop and hip hop could always be interchangeable. But back in the 90s, it just wasn't cool to say it. Tribe Called Quest, rap is not pop. If they call it that, to stop. It's like it just was not accepted back in the day to say that.
No.
Now they don't play by the same rules no more. Today's generation, like, man, fuck all that hip hop code shit.
He said hip hop can be pop if you're Doja Cat. I do not consider Doja Cat a rapper. I'm sick of hearing it.
No,
bro.
but Charles, if she does something like what we just seen last week with Gibbs and Butcher, they gonna put her as a rapper.
But until she does that, she ain't do that yet. So like what I'm saying is, everybody can't be rappers. Is Brandy a rapper now? Like everybody can't be rappers now.
Apparently,
yeah.
People came at you on Twitter about it.
They damn sure did. And then none of them gonna convince me that Brandy's a rapper.
That's the point.
She can rap. Shit, Beyonce got raps.
Okay, so you know what's a better?
But she ain't no rapper.
I want to ask you this question: name the category of music right now, and that will determine what's going on.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
We got R&B. But you didn't even got R&B no more.
There's too many today.
No, but I'm saying it's because again, they got their country. It's country, rock and roll, hip hop, and because they don't even call R&B.
He's right. J Punk is right.
They don't even call R&B what Fliz right back. R&B collaborator. Yo, it's open season. That's why I was getting ready to go. They don't even call R&B no more. They call it hip hop.
Yeah.
See, that's why I'm saying up there saying the lines is blurred.
But it's only blurred because the music is blurred.
I agree with that too.
You got R&B guys cussing now.
But
I want to eat the book. It's crazy. I can't get jiggy to this, bro. Like it's too much. It's too. Listen, we had our R&B singers was foul. They said some grimy, freaking. You are knocking the boots. All they was freaking.
But they made it in a artistic way.
It was sexy. Yeah. You got your girl. These dudes now, it's straight blunt. It's like they cursing. Or I'm like, I never heard such a thing. Like, but the girls are more women are more. They harder too.
They freaks, man. Yo,
they want to hear the cursing and all this crazy.
You know who Dweller is? Y'all know who
Dweller? Yeah.
Now that's he got some smooth music. You know what he would be considered? Underground R&B.
Yes.
R&B went underground now.
You know what they eliminated? What's the music? They was doing the Apple Tree music. When they was doing y'all know what I'm talking about? Music Soul Child. Erykah Badu,
Neo Soul.
That's even the Neo now.
Even Neo Soul, people say they killed Neo Soul. So it's like we can't even get that category. They had that category for a minute.
Yeah.
Remember on BT what? Neo Soul, best Neo Soul, Music Soul Child, Erykah Badu, Avant. Like it's like
so pop versus hip. Okay, again.
So we just established that they both can exist.
They're gonna to us, we're gonna have a standard. But to the masses,
right?
That's my point. To the masses, they lump them all together. Post Malone is a rapper.
So that's what we're saying. Post Malone's a rapper.
No, I said not us. Not us.
By today's standards, yes.
You call him a rapper?
Yes. That's all I know him as. I don't know nothing about his country. Yo, funny shit. I was watching something about the.
I thought he did rock and roll. What's on his face?
What's the white dude who played Remy in Higher Learning?
Oh, Michael Rappaport.
I saw this show.
He can't stand his.
No, I watched something today where he put a picture of Jack Harlow and Post Malone together. He said Jack Harlow looked like Post Malone was power washing. I was crying.
Yo, and y'all think I'm bad. Bring Michael Rappaport in here and try to tell him something about Hammer or any of that. Y'all be talking.
Michael Rappaport,
he ain't having it
guy
at all. He did a fantastic documentary.
He was mad at Lonzo Ball for talking about that with that Nas shirt shit.
Yes.
He was like, don't ever compare Lonzo Ball to Nas.
So what Shicey say? We didn't protect our music and the standard. That's why the lines are blurred. The lines are very blurred.
Yo, let me say something. Let me say something Shicey about that, because I talk a lot about culture as like if you want to talk about urban and brown culture and black culture. Most music is derived from like black people shit. Like, you know what I mean?
That's
so
a fact.
I think like people don't realize rock and roll is our shit. You know what I mean?
Realize that.
But it's like, so when you see like
yeah, you're right.
black rock groups, this is something different.
Right. And they
like No,
and
this
they
is your
try to
shit.
get him out of there too. They give him a lot.
It
Any
was
black rocker will tell you they hate them. Go ahead.
Yo, all these music sources, like yo, all anything with like drums is all like African style shit, or like Afro Latino shit.
Whoa!
Like that.
Read that comment.
But let me finish my shit. So I want to say this. I brought up some stuff. I did some studying last year on like black cultures more, and it got into cuisine. You know, like
what
it got into
food.
Oh, I was like,
so,
I thought it was a new word.
And there was this thing on Netflix I watched about how certain cuisines, how we ate like clams and stuff like that. But when you from the hood, you think all you eat is chicken wings and rice and shit all day. Come to find out, our history is like vast as a motherfucker, but like you don't know because you're not educated on it. So we think all we got is this one little plate of music, or this one little plate. This is what ours is. All this shit is ours, dog.
Fact.
So I just want to point that out. So I don't want to like say this little block, like everything has been taken away. So you're right. Like, you're right as far as that, because the knowledge was taken away that it was yours. So now it's the same thing. Like, so if pop is a mashup, pop is ours. I'm saying rock is ours.
But it goes back what I said. The industry, see again, the industry determines the rules in the blurred lines. Like again, if somebody if the power structure is put behind you to advance you, what are you gonna say? What voice do you have?
Yeah,
especially if you went and bought their album.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of people roll with the flow. And I'm gonna say something. People don't remember that. This is why Rakim is the greatest. Rakim was the first rapper on an R&B feature. Jody Watley.
Yeah.
It was unheard of. When he started rapping, it blew everybody mind. Like, Rakim is rapping with this R&B. It had never happened. And what's his next trick of that? I just got reminded on Twitter yesterday. Go back and watch the video. I can't remember. Chop would know this woman's name. The song, the song with Rakim rapping on her song. She's like a belly dancer song. It's like Chop knows what I'm talking about. If I gotta find it and blow it up and put it, I can't remember her name. It's a black chick, but this song is fire.
Rakim.
When this song comes on, any club in America on the shutdown right now, and this song is like 20, 30 years old. And I watched the video. Somebody could tell me the name of this song, but it's the all the Arabian music in the background, and Rakim starts rapping. And this song,
you talking about Truth Hurts?
Truth Hurts.
Come do it.
I had a brain fart.
Okay, dude, is that right there? It said Truth Hurts.
I know Chop would listen. Truth Hurts. Listen, that video. Yeah. Go watch that. That video right now is better than stuff right now. Right. I'm like, how this video this old is this dope? I don't even think that was 2000s yet.
That was like Contagious was in the 2000s.
It's still dope. That's still 20-something years ago.
No, I don't think it's 20 years old.
You tripping, dog. Listen, you tripping.
Contagious? But with Truth Hurts?
Let's find out.
Yeah, look at it.
I want to bet that's early 2000s.
Go ahead, get the bet.
At best, I put it like this, I'm going to go on a limb. That ain't past 2001. I promise you. It ain't old. It ain't past no 2001. Let's see. I don't care what nobody's saying.
I'm looking it up right now.
Addictives, like, we're
gonna sell it. When it come out. And I'll eat that.
That was my joint.
This will be the first joint I'm completely wrong about. But I know I ain't wrong about this.
Hold up.
Wait, I got the song came up.
2002.
2002, yeah.
Okay. 01, I was close.
No, it's 20 years. Exactly.
It's 20 years old.
Exactly.
This song is 20 years old.
That was Dre. That was all Dre.
Dog, the video, everything looks amazing. Rakim flowing.
Yo, I didn't even know DJ Quick did that beat.
Quick did some bangers. But listen.
Holy, I thought Dre did that.
With that being said, now we can even go even further and say something pure that came together with Rakim and Jody Watley. Guess what the execs did? We need another one of those. We need as many of those as we can make. What people don't understand, the business of making money is to copy something.
Right.
So
copycat.
So it's like they say in football, it's a copycat league.
Yeah.
Something's working.
We need that.
Yeah. What they call it in basketball, the zone defense, what they call that? The 3-2, something, whatever.
3-2.
Yeah. Either the 3-3 or the 3-2.
Yeah. When they first designed that, They couldn't figure out what to do with it.
Oh yeah, because everybody wasn't running the zone, so then
they didn't know it blew everybody's mind. Basketball wasn't ready.
It was actually a man zone because it looked like you was playing man, but you was actually in a zone.
In a zone. Guess what everybody had to do?
Zone.
Had to figure it out and copy it. Just like my man, what they call it, a run and shoot. Football. Run and shoot.
Run and shoot offense.
Run and shoot offense. They start West Coast offense. All these different, they got to copy it or you get blown out. That's what they did with music. So now we're here, we're watching. You can't even tell when the rapper starts and the singer comes in.
Right.
Yo, don't forget to read this dude comment because look what he say. One touch 182, and don't forget.
Oh, let me go back up.
He said Doja Cat just won an R&B award. See what I mean?
You got to go on your phone and read that.
You can't move it up.
And I don't even it don't let you. But the simple fact of the matter is, right? I think you can. Hold on. End of the day, we got to read that from the phone. Or somebody go to YouTube and read that. But
I'm on YouTube, but my shit won't scroll up either.
I think no, you gotta go in the comments. You can't scroll the screen. But end of the day, he's talking about Doja Cat, and she won an R&B award over Summer Walker. Right?
Who's Summer Walker?
She's the girl. She's on the Kendrick album. She's on the song Purple Heart. The one that sounds like a slow Prince song.
Inside Out, huh?
Dog, I listened to the album, dog. I listened to the album. What's the comment? So, Touch said Doja Cat just won an R&B award over Summer Walker, and Doja Cat is a pop artist. R&B and hip hop can be invaded by pop artists, but not the other way around. That's a fact. The pop category is reserved. Now,
Doja Cat's not an R&B artist.
According to them,
that's what I'm. See,
is she a rapper? We can move on to the next topic if we just answer this question. Is Doja Cat a rapper to you? Yes or no?
I don't even know who she is.
I don't know none of her music.
That's what I'm saying.
I came in.
Wait, what was that song? Her first song. There's only one song I know about her. I think
about the cow.
What's her song? There's a song she did. That song is hot. I ain't gonna lie.
All right, so it's inconclusive. We're gonna get her some homework. Get her some homework. Go listen to Doja Cat because they keep calling her a rapper over and over. And it's a little bit annoying. I love Doja Cat. Fire ass. But listen, we're gonna keep it moving. We're going to the next topic. And this one is easy.
All the races.
She was in the chat room talking about she don't like dark skin. She don't like dark skin men or black.
I did hear some. I think it's called "Say So."
Yeah, that's a Megan.
That song's fire.
It's fire. But is Megan Thee Stallion? Vic says Megan Thee Stallion a rapper or R&B? She's a rapper. All right, so let's move forward. Right. This one is easy, and it's a secret. It's a secret topic that we didn't write down there, so we're gonna pull out the secret topic. Boozy Badass said kids today value a verse from Drake more than a verse from Jay-Z.
Yo, you don't think that's true?
That's natural progression.
It's 100% true.
Okay.
But do you?
No, but hold up.
I'm not talking to you.
No.
Do you? No. I don't. So what all we can speak to is our intuitions of asking ourselves, that sounds absolutely insane. Now, if you want to blow, it depends on what you're looking for, right? If you want to blow up with a hit record, then get a verse from Drake.
Doja.
Oh, wait. When you say value of verse, what do you mean?
They're talking about it more valuable. Like literally, not saying like literally it's worth more.
No, when you said, do I value a Drake verse more than Jay-Z? I'm like, hell no, because I'm going to listen to way more what Jay-Z got to say.
Right, so
you're saying it's the value of the verse more. That's what you're saying.
You talk about now, too. You talk about.
I'm talking about, listen. It's not a trick question. It's exactly your feeling
right now.
Feeling.
Not about whatever you say value is. Not my description of value, yours. Do you value mad record sales in units, or do you value substance on that verse? It's all about what you're looking for, what you value. So I don't have to break down your value system. You're going to tell me your value system.
Because when I say I value what Jay-Z has to say,
right,
more than a Drake, even though Drake will come off on certain albums, I'm not gonna shit on him and say, me being in my 40s, I'm like, hey, look, I came up with Jay-Z, and I kind of traveled the road with Jay-Z and grew with Jay-Z, even though Jay-Z got like probably 10, 15 on me.
And you know what too? They're not taking into consideration every Drake verse don't blow. Somebody had a feature with Drake that flopped. So it ain't like just because you got the feature, it's gonna blow. If I remember correctly, it was somebody about 2-3 years ago. They put all this promotion to this Drake verse, and it came and it went and it ain't do nothing. So it's not like it's guaranteed.
Because Drake can do some whack shit too. You know what I mean? Like I've heard some verse like, oh god dang, like
what's a whack joint you heard from Drake?
I wouldn't even know the names. That's bad. But I'm like, oh, this song is bad. Like to me, like I've never like Jay-Z comes and
I'm not into Drake like that.
Jay-Z got this is like Jay-Z's balance. He might have some albums that a little songs, a little bit but he's always in this realm of being fairly balanced. And nothing's ever to me like, oh, that Jay-Z shit was horrible. No, I was defending Jay-Z when he did that song with Future and Homeboy on a few years ago. He did a song with Future.
I got
the keys. I love that song.
I like that song.
And people was like dissing it.
But you know what? You gotta know why they was dissing. Go ahead.
I was like, he killed that verse. And I was like, I like when he did that song. He did a song with Nas on DJ Khaled's album a couple of years back.
Nas or Nas?
Nas.
Okay.
I was like, I like that, but people like, that shit is trash.
You talking about Sorry Not Sorry?
It's a recent joint they did like 2 years ago.
Sorry Not Sorry.
It's on Khaled's album?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
I was fire. Two of the best verses in fire. But a lot of
people were telling me how whack this shit was.
What?
So that song?
It's a limited, but so this is what I want to say about that. It's like the bubble was this big of people mad at it. The rest of the world was this room. And the bubble, the loudest ones was the little bubble.
I get what you're saying.
Because the video numbers was through. I did a whole video on my channel.
I love that joint.
The video numbers was through the roof.
What song?
Sorry Not Sorry with Jay-Z and Nas on like, DJ Khaled.
It was only a couple years.
And people
it wasn't but it wasn't though.
Even our generation was trash.
But listen, and then it was the biggest song on YouTube, and it was going through the roof.
Well, we know numbers are fortunate, homeboy.
You think them was numbers
as far as YouTube views? I think with Nas and Jay-Z being on one song is going to get views regardless.
People going to watch.
Jay-Z said that song was right. That song was not right.
See, that's what I'm saying.
But Shiesty be trolling too.
Now, Shiesty loves Nas. Nas is like his favorite rapper. Yo, one thing about Shiesty, I know you can't say nothing bad about Nas to Shiesty.
No, but Shiesty might not like. First of all, it's a different vibe, and he might not like. He might be honest. Shiesty might not like.
Shiesty said something that's true. I know Jay wrote his. I'll tell you that much. Exactly. I'm like, Drake can write his own verses. Shiesty, listen. Sorry Not Sorry might be forgettable, but that song is not whack. And Nas was spitting on that joint. And what Shiesty might not like, that Nas, they had a live. I mean, not like they had a FaceTime they showed where Nas told Jay that Jay made him rewrite his bars on that. And Jay was like, oh, word, that's love. Oh, say again?
Nas was talking to Jay. It's a YouTube video I did where Nas is like, yo, after I heard your verse, I had to go back and rewrite. Nas fans didn't like that.
That's twice that Nas.
Someone said that track is good.
That track, to me, is dope.
I liked it, but my point is,
he was being honest. Nas rewrote his verse on the Puppy album.
He was being honest, but a lot of Nas fans don't want to hear that the greatest lyricist had to go back and rewrite after you heard Jay.
When was the last time you played that record?
There's a lot of records don't play.
But my point is,
somebody was bumping that song down the street yesterday.
They were tearing that song.
I couldn't even remember what the song was. I was at the gas station. Somebody wrote by Sorry. I heard as a matter of fact, I was driving down the street. I was in Boston yesterday, and I was driving down the street. Somebody drove past and I heard Nas spitting. I'm like, what verse is that? You're right, Shiesty. I forgot what verse it was. Yep. We went to the light. We drove. We got to the next light. Nas was still rapping. I'm like, that verse long. What verse is that? Then I realized, I'm like, oh, that's that Jay with Nas. Then we got to the next light, then Jay came on. So I get what you're saying.
But my point is, Jay-Z to me, even on his worst days, is pretty balanced. It's like, it wasn't one of his best, but it was still hot to me. Drake don't have balance. It's like, he's here, or damn, that was bad news. You know what I mean? So that's the thing about Drake. He doesn't have that.
With Drake, I accept. I never say it's good, but I just listen and I move. I'm not like, that's a fire verse. I think Drake got two verses that made me say that's fire.
Which one?
And niggas gonna clown me for this one. And I don't care what you say. So I know Shiesty gonna have a problem with this. I think Duppy freestyle was fire.
I like Duppy.
Duppy freestyle.
Living is dope.
That's dope, but I'm telling you, I'm just saying, with the Jones that impressed me, Duppy freestyle impressed me till this nigga came back. Till he came back.
We need to know if he's writing his verses or not. That's
at
why
this point, dog.
I don't know.
At this point,
yo, to me,
at this point,
yo, I'll say this. To me, the most fire Drake verse I've ever heard him spit was on "Stay Scheming" with him. No, that whole verse was fire. He goes, too. Him and Khabib.
Yeah, I'm disappointed at Common for that.
It bothers me when the guards get to acting like the bras. I guess every team don't come complete with niggas.
Now
like,
you can open a can of worms.
It was like, oh
because
shit.
Because Budden claims that was about him.
No, that was
Common. Listen to what I'm telling you. Yeah. Joe Budden dropped 4 diss records at Drake claiming that Stay Scheming, and he did a whole video breaking down every line of why that's about me. That part is not about.
I wouldn't consider Joe Budden a rap guy.
Listen to what I'm telling you.
Drake never even addressed Joe Budden. He didn't care about it.
Listen to what I'm telling you. Nobody believed Budden, and Budden made a video. He said, he broke it down line for line. He said, that's not about Common. Because he started breaking down the history. Like, and that part, I mean, in his mind,
Charles,
it was about him.
I know, but no. And first of all, Drake did address Budden. He did do it this. He said something about he come from Pump It Up fame or something like that. He did address him in the diss track. But no, I'm saying he did address him. Like at the point where he was like, not to change the subject, but Drake. I don't think Drake looked at Joe Budden as anything better than he was, or more godly than he was. But Common, you have to give that hip hop respect. Common was like come from the '90s era and just kept it moving.
Right.
So that's why when he was like, it bothers me when the gods, because Common was on that shit like this and him.
Yeah,
I think Joe Budden was feeling himself a little bit.
Dry line was fire.
Yeah, Joe Budden was feeling himself a little bit.
Dry. You ain't wanting nothing. Your kid.
Delete that, Victor. You know he ain't no good dude.
Joe Budden's a good dude.
Joe Budden screaming on Victor all the way up here. When I did my show, Victor went to New Jersey and picked him and
Y'all always tell me the story about that, but yeah.
Hey, what's this guy named Joe LOTs? And the dude Joe Budden told Victor to get me on the phone. He said, put Charles on the phone. He's like, Charles? Hello? Charles? He said, why you send Victor in this minivan? I got 6 people. Victor pulls up in a minivan. Victor said Joe Budden a good dude. No, he wasn't. Victor, stop lying.
What multiverse line is it?
Joe Budden was trash to Victor. He was garbage. Anyway, man, we're going to move on. I got a whole video about it. Go look at the video. End of the day, bro. We talking about the Drake verse or Jay-Z verse? I think everybody in this chat taking a whole verse. Show of hands. Who taking the Drake verse? Shiesty, you taking the Drake verse?
No, you know he
ain't. Victor, you taking it? I wish Mike G was on. I know Mike G taking that Drake verse. I wish Mike G was in here. Chop, you taking the Drake verse? Oh, fireworks. Listen. A lot of people hate that fireworks song with Jay and Drake. Wait until the sun go down. We're gonna make this bitch light up. I like that joint.
Now, that song is fire.
I like that joint. I bet you Shiesty don't like it.
And Pound Cake.
Pound Cake is fire. Yeah.
But I hear dude be saying, I saw a dude on Twitter said they never made a good feature together. He said all the joints is trash. Of Jay and Drake. He said, man, Jay and Drake need to stop making songs together.
I'll say this. Jay and Drake to me have never made a song I thought was astronomically dope. I thought it was good.
I thought Fireworks was dope.
Fireworks was dope.
And then the joint that coming out the Fireworks. That's one of his best joints.
He said my dogs are far-fetched. Yo, Jay went in on that verse.
Jay verse on Lighter was incredible.
Who said that?
Shiesty said that.
Yeah, that joint, yo.
So, end of the day, Shiesty, who you taking the J verse, right? I'm taking the J verse. But that shows the disconnect with us.
Nah, dude, because Charles, you know what? One, rapper, you can't see. You know what you got to do? We're being biased because we're rappers, and a lot of us don't believe Drake write his verses.
Damn, Shiesty said Jay crooked Drake on every song.
Hold up. I don't care if Drake was a verse or not.
You don't care? Why not, Fliz? As a rapper, you don't care?
I don't care to a degree. I don't mind about. I don't care who write because Kanye don't write nothing. I don't know. We write some stuff. We write some.
I don't listen. If I know you, if I hear anything about you ain't right here first, I'm good.
Wow, that's tough. But I get what you're saying. I'm with you,
a lot of shit.
but I'm not going to discredit your song because you didn't write.
I'm like Drake even addressed that. It was still my image, my spirit,
no. The fact,
I'm not putting you on the list though.
No. I could never rap your verse. So the fact of the matter, if you wrote me a verse and I actually did it, that's a skill in itself.
We from the old school.
No, I'm talking about if he wrote me.
I'm not gonna name people, but I ghostwrite for a few people.
I know, but I said if you wrote me a verse and you showed me how to spit it, I couldn't do it. Cause we got two different cadence. You explain this all the time.
What people do is they send you reference tracks. Like what I've done, I send people reference tracks and say it like this. You know what I mean?
But you're talking about people that's not real rappers, right?
What do you mean?
I got people that it's people back in the day that jumped in my crew that wanted to rap. So I would help them with their raps. I would write the raps. I would put in bars, help them with hooks. So they weren't real rappers. They were people that wanted to rap.
They didn't have an aptitude to rap.
And they weren't real rappers. They had ideas. They had spirit of trying to be rappers, and they wanted to get in the game. So I've written whole raps. I've taken a guy rap that he wrote the whole thing and scratched out half of it and wrote it. So it's like, but that's what's part of it. You know who the rappers are. So I'm never going to say he's a spitter. He's nice. I'm never going to put him on nothing like that. So I don't have a problem. I'll write for people. There's nothing wrong with that. I'll help you with your rap. I'll tell you scratch that out. Some people to this day.
Hold on. What did Touch? 182 facts. If I get a Drake verse, it's like getting a Christmas present from Santa.
Touch taking a Drake verse.
But
so I'm not.
How old are you, Touch?
I'm not opposed to. You can get written for this and that, but when we start talking about spitters, you standing up because Drake was talking about but Drake does write because he didn't have nobody write when he first got in the game, and that's when you love the most. I heard of Drake because this dude.
I love Drake back in the day.
So he was writing back then. Then it came out. He said, "What he said? Because I don't write enough." That mean he saying I write, but I don't write enough.
Don't worry if I write rhymes, I write checks. Yo, Shiesty is funny. He said I'm taking the Drake verse because no matter what I wrote, Jay Fizz was going to say Jay.
Oh damn! Touch cleaned it up.
What did he say?
Touch said not Santa. Nah, Santa meaning it's probably not from him. Oh, oh damn. Drake get tired of. We need Drake on the podcast.
Here's my thing though.
We need Drake on the
podcast. Spitter and all that, and I agree with that. Like you're not gonna be he didn't write all this shit. It's probably how many MCs in history we respect that probably didn't write a song.
Ain't no price. A lot of them.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it is what it is.
Show me the money.
It's a lot of them.
Dr. Dre.
I knew the Easy didn't write his song.
They claim Lil Wayne didn't write a lot of his stuff.
I wasn't an Easy fan like that. So,
but regardless,
I was an Ice Cube fan more than I was
a song fan.
Both of those dudes will be in the Hip Hop Hall of Fame if there was one. You know what I'm saying?
We get too caught up on the writing aspect, but as rappers back in the day, you didn't have nobody to write. But a lot of the people back in the day, Kid wrote both Kid and Play's rhymes. He wrote everything he on Kid and Play's rhymes. Kid wrote all of it. So it's like
a lot of people would have to be snatched out off of the pedestals if you took away. Like throughout history, people have shit written for them. I'm like, I want to put that out there. I write for other people, but I don't
for Raw.
Oh, for Raw, what up, bro?
I ghostwrite for some folks in the past too. There's nothing wrong with ghost writing. It's nothing wrong. We didn't even go. It's writing. It's nothing wrong with writing.
Listen, dude.
I write R&B songs for people now too. Get at me.
Yo, listen.
Shicey's right. You're not in the running if you don't write. That's a fact.
That's my boom. No, my thing is this, B. Real talk.
I can deal with that. Yep.
Real talk. You're not telling me you're nice. Yo, if I found out that you didn't write your lyrics, well, I know you do. So it's like,
imagine somebody from the UK emailing me my bars, and I'm like, I got you this time. So tell me what you feel.
Because here's the thing: when you sit up there, it's a sport, and it's an egotistic sport, a prideful sport. So when I'm sitting up there saying I'm better than you,
right?
It's me saying I'm better than you.
Right.
Like I'm sitting there crafting. Like for instance, the song we did yesterday. I'm sitting there like, yo, I'm balling y'all suckers.
You wanted it, yeah.
It's all game. You can't tell me I'm barring you to death, but somebody else barred your verse.
Yeah.
I don't know if let's say Drake or somebody. I don't know if too many. Correct me if I'm wrong. People who get written for put themselves in a category to be like, I'm better than you at this. I think that this is what makes
Drake says that a lot.
He cooked Meek Mills. He cooked Meek Mills, and he tried to come at Pusha T to Pusha T cooked him.
But
we had that discussion one day.
That's rap retaliation.
That's conversation right now. He cooked Pusha T cooked Drake. Drake called reinforcements.
Hold that thought. What I'm saying is, take like the little Yachty's who said who writes the shit. Lil
Yachty wrote for some other people.
What are you laughing for?
Go ahead.
Lil Yachty said something like, he said, yo, why should I write he said, why should I write a cold 16? I can write a hot verse. Like, he basically, I can write a cold ass 16. But why? That doesn't make this much money as me doing this song I just did. No. And so I was like, and so I think there's certain people who don't give a fuck about being in the, like you guys said, in the running for who's the best pen. Nah, I'm out here getting this paid facts.
But you know we are not those people.
No, that's what I'm saying. It depends on what you value.
Plus, I agree with you. Okay, listen. Who was I listening to?
I value both.
Who was I listening to the other day? And they had a good point. I think they were talking about battle rappers.
Yep.
They were saying the problem with battle rappers is they can't make good songs.
Facts.
They can't do hooks. Facts. Okay, now,
I've never heard a battle rapper. I'm gonna say,
if you listen to their albums, some of them. But here's the thing. Okay, the difference with us.
Cassidy got some shit. Go ahead.
Cassidy bigger than a battle rapper. He had sways behind him.
The thing what I'm sitting up there saying is, okay, I can use everybody in this room as an example of making Bedrock. That's a night, yo. I love that song. I love it. You loved the song before the video even came out. You mentioned it. Cause I had another favorite song on the album, and then we said Bedrock. I was like, Bedrock. I gotta go back and re-listen to that.
I'm surprised I like that song like that.
Nah, that song's fire. And then like with you got hooks galore and everything. Like you got quality songs, but I told you that song. I don't even want your album until it comes out because you became my favorite. But I was like, this dude's the best. When you did that one song that just something so simple, but the way you delivered it, it's like you could come out and say I'm the best, but what else you doing right now? You're doing an R&B type of album.
I got an alternative rock.
That's what make you. That's what make you. When you say an artist named Fliz, like if somebody dissed you, I wouldn't waste my time with them. But if I really wanted to, I could pin them their life to death. You know that. Mm-hmm. So again, that's what I'm sitting up there saying when it comes to these artists. It's like I understand you're in the industry and you got people writing for you. You got a collection of people together. But if you truly want to say you're like Jay-Z. Even though you can say he's a biter, like he said, I'm not a biter, I'm a writer for myself and others. I say a big verse, I'm only picking up my...
Shicey could. Pusha T, the Drake killer.
He is.
Go ahead.
But that's what I'm sitting up there saying as far as rappers. We in a sport, in a competition where it's like, yo, when you up there, I need to hear your characteristic, your ideology, not somebody else behind you. Right. Then you got, Drake, you got the image. You got the image because just like when somebody said, like I was listening to Math Hoffa and they were talking about DJ Clue could have actually discovered Drake. But Drake wouldn't be Drake. I told you this earlier, Chuck. If Drake didn't hook up with Lil Wayne, he wouldn't be the Drake we know him as right now. Mm-hmm. Just like if Eminem didn't hook up with Dr. Dre, he wouldn't be the Eminem we know him as right now. Mm-hmm. Because again, they polished them dudes and their sound. Because that Hi, My Name Is, that's not a song that everybody really considered like he got lyrical, but the beat in between what he did made it a great song.
What up, Dre? I'm great. Go ahead.
Hi, kids. You like violin?
Yeah.
Want to see me stick my at each one of my eyelids? Uh-huh. See? Pause.
I didn't know what party pause.
I know what party up. What did you just pause, bro?
Yo, so listen, we got one more topic. I don't want to bring it down.
Buster Douglas Pusha versus Tyson Drake. That was a good one.
He said something though. You know what though? I don't look at Drake as Tyson in that scenario.
No, he talking about as far as big in the world. It is.
Yeah. Because Drake hadn't lost yet.
Dude, he ended. Yo, Drake was about. Did you know what Pusha T did to Drake career on that? Drake was about to get a sponsorship with Adidas.
Yeah.
And because he put out his son and everything, that killed that deal.
Dog, I don't know. That's what we need to have, the conversation of the best
diss
records, bro.
Yo, Common and Cube.
That's Common and Cube. The number one diss record of all time. I don't care what nobody say. We can fight.
What?
There's no Vaseline. Ice Cube versus NWA.
I don't agree with that one.
That's universal, though.
It's up there. I get it.
It's universal. Then what's better than?
Yo,
you better not say hit him up.
Cannabis, Merc, and Hello.
That was
actually, you know what?
Second round knockout.
Those are interchangeable. They 1 and 2. So we
Ether. See ya.
I know.
There's a lot.
Wait, listen. Ether's there. Is in the top 5.
It's not top.
It's not bad. It's not second round knockout, and it ain't no Vaseline. So I'll let you. I'll argue. I'll let you say second round knockout. And no Vaseline is interchangeable. You ain't got nothing else.
Common this Ice Cube. That being you was something serious. It's a Common and Cube. See? Y'all sleep on that Common.
I'm sleeping on that. I'm one of the people.
Huh?
I'm smart.
When they do lists, people don't be put that.
Bro, I'm
we doing that next year.
As far as when you say are you saying what's the best or the biggest?
No, dude, Beanie Siegel's licking Jada Kiss.
Pause. Got you, Shaq. Like, before you say it, pause.
Yo, wait, what? You never heard Beanie Siegel's going at Jada?
Yo, yeah.
But they went at each other so much.
They did a bunch.
Nah, but that when he did it on his beat, knock yourself out, like kiss yourself goodbye. Yo, he went ham on that.
But that's not historical. So it's dope.
Yeah, that was.
But the bitch in you, the bitch in you, second round knockout, no Vaseline. Hit 'em up is in there. Even though what people don't really talk about, hit 'em up. Pac only got one verse. The Outlaws do the rest of the song.
I don't put that up. I know
you have to.
I know the impact of him saying your name.
Yeah,
was what it is.
And Kumo versus
Yo, there was an era in like the early 2000s. There was like a 7-year stretch where there were so many diss tracks. Everybody was
it got crazy. That
was like, yo,
but that's when 50 brought all that dissing.
Yo, like D Block and G Unit was at each other like 50 times a week. It was like there was
10% diss. He's right. Chop talking about the MC Light joint. 10% diss. Oh yeah, MC Light versus Antoinette.
No, I wasn't the real Roxanne.
No, MC Light never beefed with the real Roxanne.
Oh, she did? I thought. Did she say Roxanne Sharpay's only good for a good fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not that know that she dissed her. She did diss her.
Yo, Ether did become an adjective, and I agree. But again, that's because these are like, what's that movie? Godzilla and King Kong. That's that right there.
But that's why I asked what's your favorite like lyrical one? Because when you say disses, I gotta give it up too. Jay-Z and Nas seemed to be like the pinnacle of like two rappers dissing each other. Like in my brain, I've never heard of two bigger artists dissing each other and clashing that hard and it becoming such a thing. Not even like Drake and Pusha T or Drake and Common. All right. So Biggie and Tupac, and then Drake and Nas are kind of like, to me, those are the two biggest gargantuan battles. Like, damn, like these were the guys who were battling.
Yo, I'm starting to like Touch 182. He said Common dissing Q was insane. Nobody expected that. It's like if Chance the Rapper just started dissing Benny the Butcher. That is a great example.
It is.
That is a great analogy.
It is though.
Because remember, you don't remember when we went to that when we were upstate and they gave us all that product that wasn't out yet. That song was on that album.
What song?
The Being You.
See the bitch in you?
Yo, because me and Fliz, we used to try it was independent people trying to sign us or whatever. So these dudes took us, these dudes that was a part of a Sigma fraternity, they took us upstate New York to this conference type thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they gave us free items like vinyl. That's when I first heard of CNN, Illegal Life. I didn't even know who they were because that song was fire. And one of the songs that they had was The Being You. That's when I first heard it. It wasn't even out yet. It was dudes dissing Ice Cube.
Did you watch the Beef series?
Yep. I used to love that shit. I was so into that shit.
Classic.
Yo, there was a series of probably like 20 mixtapes that came out called Street Wars. I bought every one of them CDs.
Yo, KRS-One and MC Shan is up there. He destroyed the whole barrel.
I think in the annals of hip hop, it's up there.
Yeah.
In the annals of hip hop, but as far as like if you ask any everyday hip hop or rap fan now, they gonna I never.
Yeah, but you gotta remember that came out in the 80s.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's what. See, we gotta be. We gotta stop with this prisoner of
If
moment
you say
stuff.
no, but it counts because if like they just said, if you say I eat for them, that carries to this day. But Ether came out in 01. I mean,
but also we still in that era of 01.
Ether didn't come out in 01. Yes, it did. When did it come out? When did it come out?
Because Blueprint came out in 01.
Isn't that when he
took
did
like,
them around Blueprint?
Blueprint.
So Ether had to come out 02.
The takeover was on Blueprint.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
The takeover was on Blueprint.
Right.
Which was this to Ether.
No.
Okay, here we go again.
That's what I'm saying to you. Takeover was first. Ether was the response. So Takeover came out in 01. Ether Nas took 2-3 years to respond.
No. He didn't take 2-3 years to respond to that shit.
Look it up, bro.
Look it up right now.
Look it up. I'm telling you, he didn't respond till Stillmatic, I believe.
It was, yeah.
I thought it was like the next like few months.
No, he took mad long. People don't remember that. Nas' career was washed.
Nope, you're wrong. 2001.
What came out in 2001?
Stillmatic.
I knew that.
Wait.
Well, not
what year did Ether come out?
01, right?
Listen to what I'm saying to you. What year did Ether come out?
Find out right now.
It was no later than 02, early 02.
Oh yeah, Shiesty, you're right. Back Down is fire. He ended the career.
Who's Back Down? What's that?
50 Cent on Daru.
Stay focused. Because Takeover came out in 01.
2001, Ether release date. 2001.
It was right there. It was like boom, 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 though.
I don't understand. So, wait.
It was back.
There must be something else that we talking about.
No. Nas came out with that another freestyle too. That
okay.
And then Jay-Z take over and Ether came right back to back. Boom.
Because I remember watching interviews where like Jay-Z was saying like
somebody even said in November 2001, thank you.
Yeah, I knew it was quick because Jay-Z dropped Blueprint on September 11th, 01 when the towers dropped.
Okay, so it was 2 months then, not 2 years. It was 2 months.
So I was like, Ether was right on that shit.
And then Jay-Z went right back in the studio. I got myself a gun.
Right. But listen.
He should have did that.
A lot of people try to stop him. But they said the Irv, I just came out now that Irv Gotti stopped him from what he really was saying about Nas. So I didn't remember that. I didn't know that Ether came out right behind. I thought it took a long time. It felt like forever.
No, you know why? You know what it is? Because when you listen to the other album, it was talking about he was dealing with his mom. That's why it may appear that. Because he didn't respond to Jay-Z because he was dealing with his mom. His mom was passing away.
Right, but I'm trying to figure out why did it in history it made it seem like Nas took forever to respond.
Yeah, Stillmatic freestyle. That's what it was. That freestyle was fire.
Because know what it was? Because Jay was getting away with so much shit before, so the kind of the word was like the junk. What's the nigga? The Bravehearts. That's their name, right? Nas's boys.
Yeah.
They were like the Bravehearts was telling him like no, like and his brother Jungle was like, yo, Jay-Z's getting away with saying some shit. So then when he dropped the takeover, Jungle got in Nas's ass like, no, it's time is now, like type shit. Like you're not waiting no more.
Yep.
Fuck that shit. So that's why takeover dropped. Ether was on his ass.
Now let's not get it twisted. When Takeover dropped, the entire rap game said Nas was finished.
Yeah, I ain't gonna. I didn't know if Nas could come back from that.
No one knew Nas could come back. And anything short of Ether was a failure.
But hold up, pause. You know why they said that? Because the way we look at Nas. Okay, here's the thing with Nas, and I told you this before. Nas, see, this is going to fit the argument we just had earlier. Nas had no commercial success except for that If I Ruled the World, he tried to come with that shorty. That joint fumbled.
We're talking about label pressure.
Right.
He had a big advance. He had
that J. Cole shit. That's like J. Cole when he came back at J. Cole saying like I'm proud of you.
Whoa.
Remember J. Cole did the song I Made Nas.
I let Nas down.
And Nas came back with "Now You Made Nas Proud."
But
that was my shit.
I'm talking about. See, when he came out, because Nas came out with 2 albums in that same year. He came out with the what was the name of that album? I Am, and what was the other one? Nostradamus.
Mhm.
That and them albums fumbled.
First from Esco to Esco. Hold on.
And that's the one. That's the one.
Now he's Nostradamus. Now Nasty Nas Esco to Escobar. Now he is
He did the
Nostradamus.
song with Aaliyah. You won't be mine tonight. Yo, see, he was trying to make this verse successful. You know what song was on that album that a lot of people overlooked?
What?
This is Dr. Knockboots. Two. See, a lot of people overlooked that during his part. But again, he tried to come up with that song with Genuine. That's why when Jay-Z said, "Is it Shorty owed you ice? Is it Uchi Uchi Wally?" He could never come with a commercial because we never looked at Nas and people looked at Nas funny on two occasions back in the day because we was heavy in the game at that time. Lenny was around us. When he came out with that song, If I Ruled the World, because people said, oh, Nas is on commercial, and the other one was with Mary J. But I was in remember this.
But wait a minute.
You don't remember the song with Mary J?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, man. Wait a minute.
Yo, hold
when
on.
He came,
what song is that?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
No, If I Ruled the World was fire, but it went commercial.
Listen to what I'm saying, though. Nobody cared that it was commercial. That song was on everybody's freaking radio. Everybody's CD. Everybody was running that song. That song changed hip hop in and of itself.
We know because of the collaboration.
It was so dope.
Because nobody expected Lauryn. That was the first time you seen Lauryn Hill outside the Fugees.
Yeah.
Yo, that mad stuff going on.
Street Dreams was also got commercial success. But that's the thing. After that album, name another Nas song that was on the radio like that. Except for You Can Hate Me Now.
Hold on, slow down. All right, we can do this.
Yeah, go ahead. Shiesty, you did.
Slow down. So we talking about.
Yeah, that's my joy.
He dropped after I Ruled the World. Yeah, Uchi Wally, which is a Braveheart song.
Now that song came way after.
But it came, and then we had let me see, Nas hits. Yeah.
That's why people thought Nas was done because Shiesty just said, "Oh, that album didn't fumble." Shiesty, yes, it did. That's why
you trying to say it was written fumble?
No, I am in Nostradamus.
They did. They kind of
people. That's why when Jay-Z came over to take over because he
got it when he was down.
He knocked. Prodigy was done.
He killed him when he was down.
Prodigy was done.
But you know what though? Listen, he knocked Prodigy down because Prodigy was fitting to be the king of New York. Asian, I see on the cover with this. Yeah. It was like, yo, this guy about to be the king of this. And when when Jay knocked down the entire city, when he said, he said, if y'all, when I'm talking to y'all, this next line for you, fuck all y'all.
Yeah.
He said basically, if you think it's about you, then it's you. You get half fuck all y'all. He said basically, it was the entire city. If you think it's you, then it is. What's up?
That was that Fat Joe too, because remember
that was at everybody.
Everybody was coming at him.
When dudes heard that line, all you did is immediately hit replay and rewinded that joint. Takeover was the dopest record, though.
That was the first time you heard a rapper other than Tupac say someone's name.
Yeah.
And then,
I said it, but we don't. Yeah. Apples and oranges.
And another thing you gotta remember before Takeover came out, because unless you was tapped in, most people heard it.
Hate Me Now. Nas is like these are the radio joints he had. Made You Look.
Nas is like it was not a radio hit. It was on the radio, but it was in like big like that. Because remember Jay-Z did Takeover. The song didn't come out yet. Mm-hmm. He did it at the Summer Jam.
Okay.
And put Prodigy on the screen. That's when it was like the ballerina. I got the picture.
That's why when they started writing Heat and all that. Because that happened a while, and then that album came out.
No, he didn't know. He only did Prodigy on that part.
You think Nas didn't know that shit was coming?
No, because he said, "Ask Nas, you don't want to hold." No,
right there.
But that was again. But he didn't have the verse yet.
Right.
So again,
but that right there, that's a shot.
I know. But here's okay. If you listen to Nas, dude, I was into this. Me
too.
If you listen to Nas, what was Nas saying about Jay-Z? That he wanted to be him.
He was right.
And Jay-Z took offense. So, remember the song Dead Presidents?
Nas was supposed to be on that.
Nas was supposed to be on that. He stood him up.
Would you not? Be honest.
If Flynn stood me up,
be honest.
I wouldn't come at my door.
It ain't about Flynn. They weren't dudes. Be honest.
Good. They was dudes behind the scene, but
no, they wasn't. They was cool.
But that's what I mean.
They was cool. They wasn't.
But not seeing what Jay-Z was trying to do from jump. He was trying to hitch his wagon.
Stop.
He didn't hitch his wagon.
We're not doing it. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Whatever. So,
listen, Nas was right.
Nas was bigger than Jay-Z at that time.
Okay, but listen.
Yeah.
Listen.
Speak.
When he wanted them on that record, Jay was trying to make a name, blah blah, and Nas feature would have put him over the top. Didn't happen. He felt away. That's just like Drake and Kendrick. When I said earlier they beefing, you know why they beefing? The controversy.
Hey,
because he said Drake's name on it.
He said a bunch of people's names on it.
But Drake is the one that got hurt,
and they all fumbled. Everybody that retaliated fumbled.
But what I'm saying is, I just watched the video the other day. These white kids are doing a deep dive, and they broke down every single moment of that Drake Kendrick beef. It all stemmed from the controversy. So it takes something little.
A lot of people though.
But it's not dissing.
He dissed Jay. He even dissed the dudes in the song he was on.
Everybody else took it away. Everybody else either said they said their piece or they left it alone. You ain't hear J. Cole respond.
Did you hear what he said about that verse?
What did he say?
He said it was just make a competition.
That's all it was. That's all but you know Drake is light skinned. He takes stuff like a light skinned dude. So he took it light skinned. He took it light skinned and never let it go. They played the interview on the video. He did an interview. He's like, that was cool, but I ain't really tripping. Like,
so why he never came at him? Because he was shook.
He did come at him. That's what people don't understand. He came with little lines. He did the Drake light skin little this, give you 2 bars and 4 bars. Little. I watched the video. I'm gonna post video tomorrow. The dude broke down. He broke down every bar that this dude said about Kendrick.
Now I really hate Drake.
What you gonna hate him for? He had a
funny that he came at Meek Mills. See, it's like he looked for easy targets.
Meek was out there.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, no, Meek Mill was no easy target at that point. No one knew Meek Mill was going to drop that whackness. Well, I don't want to say it's whack, but...
No,
at that time, Meek Mill was nobody's easy target.
No, he knew something because, notice, Drake never retaliated.
And
here's what I think it is.
He never retaliated.
In hindsight, but let's be real. If Meek... Even on what's that dude who's always talking about black people and Dr. Umar. Even Dr. Umar waiting on this shit was like, he couldn't believe Meek didn't come. Everybody thought, Meek is about to eat this nigga. Meek, remember when Meek dissed Cassidy? Meek went in Cassidy's ass. Pause.
What was the name of that song?
Repo. Yo, I was like, yeah, I thought Meek Mill was about to Repo Drake. I thought, he's going to hit him with a Repo.
But you know what the difference was, though?
What?
Meek was competing with a different animal, and he wasn't prepared for it. Meek was on the road at the time. He thought he could say this stuff, and he thought Drake was really soft. Mm-hmm. But he didn't understand that this dude's soft.
Now you know what
regardless, at that time, no one looked at Meek as a weak opponent. Like, Meek is about to go crazy.
Listen.
But hold on. Before he said that, I want to say, remember in Drake's early career, he did that song where he vowed, if you diss me, I'll never diss you back. I think everybody saw this and he just said, all right, fuck this.
Meek thought the same thing that 50 Cent thought when he went at Rick Ross.
Which is?
And when he thought when he put that correctional officer,
he was going to kill him.
And when he said that he don't write his rhymes.
Yeah. He didn't think he needed to say nothing else.
Yeah.
He didn't realize. It's shocked. It was so stunning that the community didn't follow behind him. Yeah. He thought he killed him. You don't even write your rap. This dude, dog. It's like
stayed the course. He didn't jump himself.
And Drake was like, what Drake did was so.
That's the treaty that charge.
He used the hot beat
back to back, and then he had the Jays, the Toronto beating the Phillies.
No,
all that was.
And then he had the Nicki Minaj turn, and he called. He said, "I don't want to hear about this ever again. Not even when she tell her we better as friends," which happened not too much longer than that. They broke up.
Yeah, they did.
So he hit this dude. He said, "Is that your world tour? Your girls like everything."
Yeah.
When you was in a club, I was in a party. It was at a Sweet 16, and it's like, "Is that your world?" Everybody started going crazy, jumping. I was like, "Yo, this is a diss record, and everybody in here knows the song." and the beat was fire. I don't care what you say.
That beat was fire.
That back-to-back beat was fire.
So now go up, Shiesty. When I say fumble about Nas albums, I think both of those albums was dope. Nostradamus and I Am. The thing what I'm saying is compared to the level of where Nas was, he didn't live up to the expectations of what people thought he was. So then that's why Jay-Z struck. He almost knocked out the whole Queens. Mobb Deep and Nas was Queens.
Yeah.
And yo, Prodigy was so much in his feelings that he came up with so many different disses and they wasn't even hit.
Nothing.
He did Burn, it didn't hit. He did another one, it didn't hit. Abby just stayed out of it.
That's where the beat was correct.
It was.
And you want to hear something funny? It got beat out of here.
You realize Prodigy never recovered from that.
No, until they got with 50 Cent.
They still didn't.
But they still didn't recover. They had The Life Is Mine. That was all right.
No, that was before that.
You sure? When that came out?
No. Life Is Mine was earlier than
okay.
So
put them in their place.
Okay.
The shit they did with G-Unit didn't hit. That way it didn't hit.
Because again, he couldn't.
Tracy said, "I ain't gonna front. It felt like me bad."
So when Jay-Z, so when the takeover came and he mentioned names,
yeah,
and then he's talking about, you know what, I did what, you know who, whatever. Just keep that between me and you. So again, see, he was hit. Yo, this was like Mortal Kombat. He took half of this dude's life.
He did. It was vicious blows. And I remember arguing. I said, "Man, Nas," and I was like, "Nas finished." I like, dude, they was like, "Nah, you crazy." I like, Nas is what?
I can't say he was finished.
Anything other than Ether. Anything other than
was fire.
Listen to what I'm saying to you.
He ate the whole clip.
Listen to what I'm telling you. Take Ether off Stillmatic. Nas is washed.
Oh, no, I love that album.
And listen to what I'm telling you.
You bring
great album.
You bring
In These Streets.
in here.
Great album. But In These Streets, take Ether off that album. That nigga is the Mike Geronimo.
I see what you're saying.
Chill. He's Mike Geronimo.
That song
He was Mike Geronimo. If you take Ether off that album, we would be like, bye-bye. Night-night.
Yo, I agree with you. Like, Stillmatic was a banging album. But I get what Charles is saying. Like, Ether did something for his credibility at that time.
You can listen to the rest of Rewind.
You know what it made? It made Jay weak. And I'm going to tell you why.
Jay was
everybody came after him. Jim Jones. Who else? Jadakiss and them. Everybody was coming.
But they came because they was using the laws of the street. What did I say? You're going to be the K-I-N-G. You got to kill the king. They only came out to Jay. First half of that was hate.
That's why Jay-Z.
Half of that was hate.
Why do you think Jay-Z came after Nas? Because everybody looked at Nas as being the greatest.
Why did Fat Joe not like Jay-Z? That's hate.
No. It wasn't. No.
It's hate.
No. It wasn't. Nah, Charles. This is what happened.
Don't talk about the record.
No.
Go ahead.
Fat Joe said he was wrong.
No, he did. But at the time, like, we knew what was going on at the time. This is what happened. Biggie was the king of New York. When Biggie passed away,
right? He never said DMX was ever the king.
Nah, because
he was too grimy. He never wanted to.
He had his moment where '98 was his year.
You know what? DMX ain't the type. Like, he's not. His energy and his hyperness is what.
And most people not like that.
He's not. Nobody gonna sit up and say DMX is a lyricist. They're gonna just say, "Yo." So again, when Jay-Z,
y'all better put some respect on my man, on the GOAT name. Go ahead.
So when Biggie passed away, Jay-Z just slid in the spot instantly. And that's when Fat Joe was like, "Yo, how you just gonna call yourself king?" Right. And that's what he did on that album. I told you his name of his album was Heir to the Throne. Then he changed it to Volume 1. But again, what made him king? What's Trav always talk about the album? Volume 2.
I didn't say, wait, hold on, slow down. Stillmatic is a classic. Let's be clear. You naming songs that I already say are classics. Rewind. I reference Rewind to this day. Stillmatic is a classic.
That if you took Ether off,
if you take Ether
that
off,
album would have never seen the light of day.
We don't believe you. We right back to we don't believe you. You need more people. We right back to that. So if you take Ether off, none of that other stuff is going to hit.
That album.
Then you got Mike Geronimo.
Hard Knock Life 2 put Jay-Z in a different stratosphere.
Yeah.
It's like nobody was on that level.
No.
One of my favorite albums.
Nobody. Yo, dude. Like, I remember I was in college when that album came out. Nobody was in school because they was standing in line trying to get the album.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, what is everybody?
And that's my shiny suit, Jay-Z, period. He got some joints on there, but I really came back to Jay-Z with Blueprint. That's when I was like, now he back. I was like, he back. Profaning in the joint, but Pro don't like Blueprint.
Jay's on it, yo. Listen,
maybe the Blueprint too.
So we're gonna definitely get more into that the top disc, but that's what happened with that Nas and Jay. And I know we gonna get into it next week.
And Jay fumbled because Super Ugly was mad emotional, and he was trying to hit him with. So
I bet your baby mother.
A better disc is when you touch on something and you move. If you throw the whole thing out, then everybody be like, "Oh, that one." When he said, "I did," you know what? When you know who, everybody's like, "Oh," they're trying to figure out what it was. It was mysterious. So then it was a dope line. But then he's like, "Skeeted on the baby," see all this stuff over that whack ass beat. It's like goofy, like no.
Yeah, why did he pick that?
What? Because he rushed it out. He admitted. He said, "I rushed it out. I should have waited. I was in my feelings. I couldn't let." Because you got to think when New York first dropping bombs on it, rewinding it.
I was in Philly when that came out. You know what Philly said? Jay-Z snitched because he snitched on AI. Me and the boy AI got more in common than Ballin' and Ramen get it more in common.
That's true.
I skied on your baby.
That was a dark time for Jay. There's a lot of people saying he was foul for saying that.
See, because you know what it was? He thought, remember, if you paying somebody your competitor's baby mom, you thought you was going to get points for that. He got negative.
He didn't because the way he rolled it out.
He got negative.
And Nas gets too much love. No, people didn't care about that. That's the wrong way to attack Nas.
No, first of all, it was his baby mother when he was a kid.
Yeah.
So it's different now. It's like she's a bird. She's a thought. So
she's for the streets.
So the thing about it, and then she wrote a book in the phone.
Yeah.
We don't even hear her no more.
She got Nas wrote her diss to Jay-Z. Did you hear that comment diss to Jay-Z? Y'all didn't hear? Yo, see, let me tell you.
I know she did a song. I know he wrote it.
I was a nerd for like those Street War CDs. I listened to everything, and then Common, Nas's baby's mother, wrote a diss to Jay-Z. Like, you thought this, but you ain't my pussy, all that. Like, you know what I mean? And I heard that. I was at Nas wrote that shit. I was like, Nas wrote it.
No, Nas was credibility for that.
Yeah,
I didn't know he wrote that.
I'm not. I heard the song. I didn't know that Nas wrote it. I'm not gonna say it's 100%.
I don't believe that. I'm not gonna believe that.
I believe it 100%.
I don't believe that.
Go listen to it. Go look it up, y'all. It's Nas's baby's mother. This is Jay-Z. It came out like 20 years ago.
Listen,
easy. One day, let us get it together.
Listen,
what is that?
Y'all gotta see.
What up? Oh, that's King Easy.
Yeah.
Listen, again, whenever we have these conversations, we gotta put things in a context of what was going on and what was happening. Because another beef that people ain't gonna talk about, but it got real, is Be Real versus Ice Cube, when Ice Cube got knocked out.
No, that's not serious.
Somebody put him.
But Ice Cube didn't get knocked out by Be Real people.
I know.
Got knocked out by Cam.
No, that was Be Real's people.
Cam and them.
And Cam and them got him too. No, Be Real's people knocked him out.
I don't like everybody coming at Q. So first of all, man, a lot of dudes came at Q for whack ass reasons too. Niggas was salty, man. Like a lot of dudes was coming at Q.
No, shit. No. West, Be Real and them had a good. They had a good argument.
And that's why. So like, put it like this, right?
That's like if I took the song he got yesterday and put it on.
Or you put out a version of it, you took his hook and you changed, like, Cube had a lot of explaining to do with that.
No. If I took his,
he didn't take the song.
No. He took the song.
Listen. He didn't take the song.
He didn't take the song.
Be Real played the song.
Yep.
He got it in his head of the hook and the concept.
He flipped it
and took it right to the studio and flipped it and made almost the same hook. Everything was the same. I think it was
Throw Your Set in
Killer.
It was Friday. That's on Friday.
No, it was Throw Your Set for Friday.
Okay.
Like, the thing is, the funny thing, I remember I had a cassette single for a Cypress Hill song, and that they threw Throw Your Set on the B-side at that time, and it was their version like Throw Your Set in the air. Yeah. Then on Friday, I used to hear it, Throw Your Set in the air. Oh yeah. So like he just split all the same words and jumbled it. I'm
gonna be honest with you. That's why I don't like hearing people's stuff early either, though. Like y'all stuff, I can hear it, but most people don't play me your stuff. I don't want to hear your stuff. Like I don't want to hear your stuff before you release it. Release it. Then we can talk. Like I don't want to. Then I could be doing something, right? And then a dude will be like, "Oh, I'm going to do that," and then now you did it. You know what I'm saying? Like when I did my man.
Biggie and Dope Kid. What do you think happened with them? Remember the song the Get Money remix? That you can do what you wanna do.
Okay.
That's they went in, remember that all of them used to go on D&D Studios.
Right.
And what's the name of them? You heard if you was a boot camp, you heard the song. Top Dog had that joint. You could do the best of them words, but don't push me. Get money.
Get money. Yeah.
The remix. They stole that from boot camp. That's why they did that. And them youngins was like what was their names?
I never heard that.
Not story. The representatives. The next one after Heather Skelter.
OGC.
Yeah. I would never guess that. Yeah. Yo, no, that's what happened. Yo, they was cool. Brooklyn. It was in D&D studio. Biggie heard the song, and then he came and did it. They felt a certain way. That's why that's why they dissed them in that song. Now, who's stepping in hotter than shit? They had him in Faith. That's where what's the name got his stitches from. What's his name? Gun Clapper #1.
Oh, a Rock Nest? I mean,
Gun Clapper, Terrain, yeah.
So Touch said Q came at Common and got washed. You know what though? Mac 10 don't think so.
No, I don't think it was a wash.
Mac 10 said that Common was trash.
No. Mac 10 and them bullied Common. That's what they did. Common washed.
He did
Ice Cube.
He beat them bad.
Go listen to that song.
And then Dale said Cam had beef with Ice Cube. Shiesty said Cam this record to Jay was fire.
That must be the light.
Shiesty, what Cam this record? Cameron or Cam from the West Coast?
No, he's talking about Cam.
Cameron to Jay?
What Cam? What record you talking about? The one record? Right on Vital?
No, Cameron did this Jay-Z a couple of times.
He did, but what song we talking about?
Probably the Writing Out a Biter joint. I know
that song was back.
What's it called?
Cam got washed by Mace. Mace. Let that sink in. Cam came back with some trash.
Cam and them went like Jay a few times. But remember that they had a song that
I know, but none of this.
Man, I took sides. I'm messing with none of that Dipset. None of that when they coming at no Jay. They're not in the same league, and it took them those a couple years to realize
you know what? No, Jay-Z responded to them on Dig a Hole. And then,
which was a mistake because
he gave him life.
Yeah.
And then Jim Jones came back at Dig a Hole and he did this skit on a diss CD where he played it. To talk about that, to be real, honestly, I didn't like that Biting Out a Writer that Cameron did. No, because Cameron put a bunch of Jay-Z, like, not stolen, but lines he paid homage or whatever. He put a whole song of borrowed lines. But then, what Cameron did as a preemptive strike was he did the same thing to himself. So you unvalidated what you did to Jay-Z.
Goofy.
I'm like, you literally, that's just the thing hip-hop does. Like, I do it all the time. I'll pay homage.
Shit, Rabbit did it in 8 Mile. I am white. I am from the trailer park.
But so to me, that's when Cameron lost credit for that, putting together all that shit when he did the same thing to himself before Jay-Z could do it back. So I'm like, you're saying it's accepted.
Cam record was fire. Y'all bugging. Go listen
to it. What record you talking about?
He said it's called You Gotta Love It.
You can play that live?
I can play that live.
Dante just bought his shirt before going live.
Spark, man. Spark is wild right now.
What else, Spark?
Dude, You Gotta Love It. That's the one. I think. Hold on. Let me hear that real quick.
Man, Cameron's biggest hit record is on Rockefeller Records, and Jay-Z's on the song.
What he said, you didn't go platinum till you wore my chain. Game over.
That's me putting up.
Don't forget to check for the album dropping early June. Oh, that's you. I'm reading.
That's me.
I thought that was easy.
That's me.
Easy got an album.
We're going to start bringing guests. We're going to start bringing guests one at a time. One at a time.
What he say, Cam, what? You Gotta Love It?
You Gotta Love It, yep.
You Gotta Love It. Nah, we played it after the show. We going to wrap it up.
No, you didn't get it. What's it yet?
Wrap it up. Wrap it up. One thing I want to quickly note, that the guy that attacked Jay-Z admitted that it was not Jay-Z. The guy that attacked Dave Chappelle admitted that it was Dave Chappelle's jokes because he is
LGBT, transgender.
What's the other word?
Bisexual.
Bisexual. So he admitted that the jokes.
We don't believe you.
No, but what I'm saying is,
I don't care what he said.
Like everybody's trying to figure out why he did it. It was clear. It was that he was whatever. That just came out today.
Like he said, it's still early here. It's past everyone's bedtime. I want to be
the Draymond Green. What that mean?
Yo, easy. What are you talking about?
He said he want to come in here and be Draymond Green. What that mean? You want to sit on the bench?
Draymond's a starter. Draymond's a starter.
I get what you're saying. I got it.
All right, I get
But
I know. Who are we in that on the Warriors? Who are we in this equation then?
I know.
Like who's Clay? Who's Steph? And who's like Jordan Poole? Like I mean,
definitely ain't.
That's a good question.
All right, man. You know, last topic. We're gonna wrap this up, man, because it's a 2-hour show. We at 2:15. Draymond is an analyst and a player at the same time. DJ Spark reporting live from the West. Where you at on the West Coast, Spark?
Oh yeah, Spark. He told me he moved to the West Coast.
Damn. Yeah, Oakland. Welcome to Oakland, man.
Yo, people don't know like one of my first videos, Spock shot that shit. It's not amateur looking. It looks real bad, but it's still on YouTube. The song I called Bomb Boom. He shot that.
I was in that video. First of all, you can't say something looked real bad because at the time,
right?
Nah, it even looked bad for the.
But our video looked garbage. I hated our video.
Nah, you crazy. People love to this day. People love that.
Nobody loves that shit.
Nah, you crazy. I put
that respect. Go show from Touch 182 on YouTube. Easy said, y'all are Shaq, Chuck, and Ernie.
I would take that.
Hey, I like that.
Near San Bernardino.
Nobody's showing Kenny Smith love. Y'all just be dissing Kenny Smith.
Yo, listen, we gonna wrap it up, but I want to say,
Charles be racing to the bathroom.
R.I.P. I only went to the bathroom one time tonight. I ain't drink that damn Yingling. That Yingling be making me go to the bathroom 5-6 times. I ain't drinking that beer.
I'm listening to that Cam record right now before you.
Hold on.
No. That subject is serious. This is the joint where he was dissing him. This is trash. That's the joint.
I didn't even hear a word yet.
No, that's the joint where he was saying you bit the rhymes.
Oh, okay, I did.
This is trash.
See, Shiesty don't agree.
The thing, I'm not like all the way Cam fan. He got some songs I'm like, oh, I like this one. Then it's like,
That Long Walk Home album.
Come Home With Me?
Come Home With Me. I say Long Home. The Come Home With Me album. That's a really good album. But it's because it's
my favorite Cam album is Drugs Entertainment.
Not good, Charles. Yo, I'm gonna tell you.
Am I bugging?
I'm gonna tell you why that album be good.
That one song.
Number one, it was on the. That Old Boy was fire and
He got like 5 joints on there.
Old Boy was fire and what's that other? Hey Ma.
It was biggest records.
Yeah.
And then the joint with him and Jay, Welcome to New York City.
Okay, the rest. And you want me to tell you why that album took off? Cam had Jay-Z when he signed State Property. I was in Philly when this album came out. He had Philly on fire. That's where he got all his support from. Was from Philly. That Philly with that Old Boy. Like just like remember when
You're right, Shiesty. I don't remember that album. You're right.
Remember what album?
The album you're talking about, the Cameron Jones. I just remember thinking it was good, but I honestly don't. I remember the songs that I like.
Drugs Entertainment was the fire album.
Yeah, that joint was out. No, Confessions of Fire crazy.
Confessions of Fire was alright. It had some joints that I was like, I don't want to hear. Like the joint with his mother rapping and stuff like that. I was like,
that was the first time you heard Jim Jones though.
Easy Road. I am Stephen A.
Because see, after that album was when Dipset, Diplomatic, and all that came after. See, it set them up.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta give to they was a trendsetting ass group.
They had New York on fire.
But they was a trendsetting group with the worst rappers. And Jim Jones got better. Jim Jones right now rapping better than he ever had. This dude is seriously nice. I want to say the last 8-9 years Jim Jones been spitting. Yeah, but before that, this dude was a reading paper ass rapper.
Every time I heard him growing up.
Killer season. All right, guys. Rest in peace to the children, man. The children in Texas got this idiot. When
you know when y'all be calling people names, that's what happened.
I didn't say no names. I didn't say
this idiot.
I know, but they don't know what I'm talking about yet. We're trying to avoid the Facebook censors, So we're gonna leave it at that. RIP to the kids, man. And I say we gotta do better, bro. That's it. That's all. I feel like we need to probably put some.
You're not addressing it?
We probably need to put some weapons in these teachers' hands. Dante don't agree with me. I feel like that. I don't even want to go into it because I don't want to get our show clipped again.
Yeah.
I don't even want to go into it.
Just rest in peace and pray for everybody.
Pray for everybody. It is what it is. Buzzwords, we're going to keep them out before we get,
And we need to come up with solutions.
Exactly.
We're going to do a round table about this because you know what? It's getting out of hand. We're going to definitely, that's what we do.
I would do that.
We're going to do a round table.
Let's do that.
So we're just going to get the right people in the room and we're going to actually address
We're going to do the round table at
Boiler
Room Studios like we did last one. And we will start having guests here. We wanted to get the show to where we comfortable with what we're doing. And I think we really at the edge where it used to take me 2 hours to set up for the show. Now I can set up for this thing in 20 minutes. That's where we at now. So it's different. We hitting our stride. So now we can bring a guest in. They can be comfortable. We know what's going on and we know what we're doing. So all that bring the guests and stuff, that's coming down the line.
And shout out to TJ for we got mugs coming with our names and logos on it. Did you know that? I just showed you.
Oh, you mean like mugs, actual mugs?
Yeah.
I thought you meant like mugs, like
mug shots?
Like no, like DJ Muggs. Something like that. I'm like somebody named Muggs or something. Yeah. I was like, all right, that's what's up. I was thinking.
No, we got actually drinking mugs.
Touch 182. I appreciate him. He be here, man.
Yeah, straight up. Yo, before we go.
Yo, Touch, where you from?
Fourth, man.
Go ahead, Fliz.
Before we go, Forever Beautiful, Eternally Ugly is dropping soon. This album is not it's hip hop to the core, but it's not just hip hop. The hip hop that's on it is very hip hop, but it also goes very rock alternative, very pop, very reggae, you know what I mean? Very R&B.
Holy shit!
It's eclectic.
I didn't know it was 1021.
Oh, shout out to Canada.
Yep.
Edmonton.
So if you on that musical tip where you like this dope music, check it out, bro. And I'm inviting, you'll see me for the next couple of weeks. I'm inviting all trolls to please troll this album.
Why?
Here, because I learned something.
Okay.
Trolls are essential.
Yo, we talked about that yesterday, Bill. Yeah, he said how I don't have a beat on ugly.
So
on an ugly title joint.
What did he say?
He said how I don't have a beat on an ugly title.
Yeah, that's facts. He the ugly professor.
I know he does the ugly professor.
We'll make that quick. It might be ugly.
We'll make that work.
I just want to say that. You know what I'm saying? And look out for it. And all trolls are welcome to listen to it and say what you want to say about it, but just make sure you spell my name right.
I got a bunch of joints I'm coming with. I ain't saying none. I'm just dropping them. Dante got Paradigm right now on
Paradigm, the whole
sign, SoundCloud, and everywhere.
It's on SoundCloud.
And make sure you go
Bandcamp.
Force Multipliers. Me and the Ugly Professor got a joint. I'm proud of them units.
Hold up before you go. Yo, we working on a tour called Spread Love, Not Hate. So keep in be alert for that.
No doubt, Sparky, the throw right there.
So keep in mind, Spread Love, Not Hate. That's the tour.
No doubt, King Easy. You know, we killed that song. Me and my man King Easy killed this joint. That's on my album.
All right, fellas.
And thank y'all for coming, supporting, and staying tuned.
Peace out. Next week, we see y'all. Oh, we got more podcasts coming too. We got Don't Get Emotional with Dante.
What day is that officially?
It's supposed to be Fridays.
Fridays?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I got the Life Coach Charlie coming out. It's gonna be different. I promise you. I'm gonna catch y'all on that flip side, bro. Peace.
Salute.
Dude, I'm the lewd head honcho, rubbing on crude, walking nude in a poncho. Mic check, snap a neck in the Congo, banging on my chest, yelling R.I.P. Fonzo. You hear me yet? You side betting Lonzo? I hit my point, eyes bugging like Gonzo. You caught the house, peppercine by your side yet? You wanna catch rep, but you ain't found a time yet. Pump, you faking, you ain't making bacon. Still saying why Assalamu alaikum. Hit me on the pager, call me Troy Aikman. Oops, I'm an iPhone, must have been mistaken. Pop a 40, get drunk, cry alone. Put a jemmy to your dome, put a trigger dial on. No sympathy for whack ducks or rap clones. It's a cold, harsh world, make it hurt, get gone.
Better be alert when we come to work, cause we make it hurt. Come on. often, you'll be laid in a coffin. Deadline, step into me, landmine. Money Mayweather, yeah, I land mine. Showtime, this ain't the Apollo, the leader to follow. Y'all wish you could bottle Genie. Rub me the wrong way, for you be a long day. Mayday, Mayday, get it on the same day delivery. Back on some, remember me? Learn firsthand, misery love company. Better think twice when you come for me. Gonna need more than a bed to comfort thee. I apply y'all the melody, rockabye baby, there's no recovery. Better be alert when we come to work, could we make it hurt? Come on. Better be alert when we come to work, could we make it hurt? Come on. Better be alert when we come to work, could we make it hurt? Come on. Better be alert when we come to work, could we make it hurt? Come on.
About to make it chill like Freon. About to make it hurt, getting litty in the ER. K-Lo-K, compadre with Puerto Rico. I'm the cheat code, figure, get my cheat on. Watch for the setup, get you bent like the limbo. Right at the top of the intro, I'm Kimbo. Strike like Mike in his prime, get it an imbro. Bow like a Lou with a limp, but not a pimp though. Riddle me this or riddle me that. You take a guess, figure me dope or figure me whack. And I'ma flex like a train when I'm riding the track. Make a noise, clickety-clack, as simple as that. Know that I'm nice, I'm keeping stitch. Tell that wop, get with the dry ass dick. Fly ass man, I stay in the air when I spit. Put a stamp on the sitch, bang it up in the whip. Hit.
Better be